Hello, everybody, and welcome in. I'm so glad you're here.
Player in your own chat.
It is loud in here. Blood on the Clocktower is well underway.
Actually, I can change.
Where are our storytellers? They're invisible.
What the hell I'm looking at here?
They are currently building the script.
Many two alive names. Undertaker.
So welcome in. We're gonna unmute in game now.
Oh, guys.
Execution.
The first time you die, you don't.
Yep.
You don't.
I can't even see the
Basically, it's full. It's like your.
You start knowing how many steps from the demon to its nearest minion.
Yep.
Okay, chat. Just listen to Flair read all the roles. This is his first time. It's as good of an introduction as you're gonna get.
Alright, do you want me to go down the list? I'll speedrun this entire list, motherfucker.
Let's hear it.
Actually, I can't.
Alright, Librarian, you start knowing one or two players, a particular outsider, or that zero or in play. Grandmother, you start knowing that a good player and their character. If the demon kills them, you die too. Empath, each night you learn how many of your two alive neighbors are evil. Undertaker, each night you learn which character died by execution today. Artist, once per game during the day, privately ask the story of any yes or no question. Fool, the first time you die, you don't. Mayor, if only 3 players live and no execution occurs, your team wins. If you die at night, another player might die instead. Clockmaker, you start knowing how many steps from the demon to its nearest minion. Fortune teller.
Oh my god.
Each night, choose 2 players. You learn if the player is a demon or a good player.
Faster.
Faster.
Monk, each night you choose a player, not yourself. They're safe from the demon tonight. Gambler, each night you choose a player and guess their character. If you guess wrong, you die. Slayer, once per game during the day, publicly choose a player. If they are the demon, they die. Ravenkeeper, if you die at night, you are welcome to choose a player. You learn their character. Drunk, we all know what the fuck it is. You're drunk, you don't get good information. Saint, if you die by execution, your team loses. Recluse, you might register as evil and a minion or a demon, even if dead. Moonchild, ooh, that one sounds nice. When you learn that you die, publicly choose one alive player. Tonight, if it was a good player, they die.
Not a good one.
Baron, there are 2 extra outsiders in play. Poisoner, each night choose a player. They are poisoned tomorrow day. Assassin, once per game at night choose a player. They die even if for some reason they could not. Devil's Advocate, each night choose a living player. Different to last night. If executed tomorrow, they don't die. Spy, each night you will get the grimoire. You might register as good as townfolk as outsider even if dead. Scarlet Woman, if there are 5 or more players alive when the demon dies, you become the demon. Travelers don't count. Imp, each night choose a player. They die. If you kill yourself this way, I mean he becomes the imp. That's all the rules, motherfucker.
All right, everybody's got that. We're all experts now.
I'm proud of you. I did not retain any of that.
What was the 7th one? I wish I could see this list.
What was the 7th one? Don't look.
Mayor was 7.
7th one. No, I went down the list. That would be the Clockmaker.
I want to be Grandma.
No, the mayor.
Not the 7th one.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, okay, yeah.
He went down straight.
My
He went down and then over.
He went down straight. You don't hear that very often.
It's 6 and 6. Well, I am straight, motherfucker. So.
Stay on the line there.
Initially, you just asked him to read it all. You didn't
There.
expect him to have to do
Hydrate.
math on top.
Breathe.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't keeping track of shit. I was
This
just
is
doing
very
it.
much a game that you need to be able to read and do something else at the same time.
Yes.
Yes, but math is always a tall order for anyone.
Where's
Especially
I swear I won't cheat, hint, or let anything slip. Okay, sure. I believe in you. I believe you. No matter who you want to hang out with, no matter how many streams you want to watch, your presence is always appreciated.
No.
Hydrate.
If I can yell at you to breathe, I will.
What comes after
Through channel points.
2? What comes after
Lawyer?
4.
Yes?
I have to.
publicly appointed lawyer this time around.
I was gonna say I have to let you go.
Oh.
Yeah,
already
you being
quit.
my lawyer actually kind of fucked the last game. Because since you followed me everywhere, I never had a chance to tell you.
You being the lawyer is just like, I can't talk to my minion.
I don't know.
I didn't know
first night and then no one talked to me almost the rest of the game.
Nobody knew I was the minion the whole game. No, even the demon never got to talk to me. I mean, you technically knew, but we never even got to talk. The only thing that happened that entire game is my lawyer kept saying, I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm innocent. I'm like, all right, that works for me, because I'm not. So
I had my suspicions.
The only reason why I knew both of them were evil, they
Yeah, true.
when they were dead.
True.
The Pong actually work. I don't know if the Pong actually worked. I believe that video was set up, but I don't know if that redeem is working right now. I like how everyone goes
I don't
silent when
have
I fucking
redeems.
decide to
I'm
talk to
not
my chat to
affiliate
figure out.
yet.
I don't know what happened.
I was like, pay attention.
But I'm gonna go drink booze because I didn't hear anyone object. All right, Cairo. It's Friday night. You get a pass. I'm drinking as well.
Because ads suck.
Keep tuning in Resonite, and
Okay, so I will give you your points back later on when I get the chance to it. It does not go off.
I am going to state that a bag has been made, and we are getting very, very close.
I was gonna say, you sound pretty unsure of that. Are you certain that a bag has been made?
A bag has been unmade.
Oh,
Okay, wait.
No. Oh dear. Is this for the bag?
you sound just as certain as you did when I asked you to remind me who the demon was.
I could use a hat.
Are you saying the bag has been
Half a bag?
sacked?
Are we pulling a rabbit out of the hat?
Half
that
a
what
bag
we're
would
doing?
be no. The rabbit is not.
I see we're going after low-hanging fruit here tonight.
Put on the rabbit.
So you.
What?
Are you posting everything in the VR Clocktower server
Nope. What is that?
like you did last time?
What do you mean? What did I do last time?
Where everybody's gonna be streaming from,
Yeah.
I believe.
That is actually in pseudo server.
What are we talking about?
No, I meant the abnormally rendered server.
Just
I never
if somebody
posted it
wants
in
to-
either. I've never posted in there before.
Pretty sure you did last time.
I think it was Ari
It's
actually last
in-
time.
It's probably Ari.
Was it a Rito? It might have been a Rito, yeah.
Or Rito or
I never
uh,
Delta.
for the week.
might have copied it, but
You want me to?
Do you want me to just
I can
copy
do it,
that?
it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just copy it.
Ari, just
Yes.
take my name to not streaming because OBS crashed again.
Okay, remove you. Okay.
Oh, no.
Alright.
Sad. It's a sad day for the Juarez Fire. Moved to
You
not
know it's-
streaming.
It's been months since I could actually have a stream without problems, okay?
Hey Juarez, have you thought of a fresh install of Windows?
Don't do it. It doesn't fix anything.
There
Like
was an
just
update today for
fucking
that, too.
wipe and reset everything.
I've done that. It makes things
Major important
worse.
things. I'm assuming yes.
I've already done.
Hey, some people are stupid. They wouldn't do that.
Drinking brews for break. Wait a minute, Cairo. I forgot that you're in a completely different time zone, and now is not an appropriate time for you to drink. What are you doing?
Congratulations.
I take back my statement. You need to take care of yourself. I think Fleur would be mad about me drinking booze for breakfast and that you're allowing it, but I'll listen to you. Wait, no. Hold on a minute.
Mirror break. I need to be
But wait a
careful with
minute.
that one to make sure
Does that mean that it's
stream doesn't
Saturday morning for you?
fucking
Because then it's still acceptable.
Bork itself. Stay mirroring to the display, motherfucker.
I'm just trying to figure out what to mix with what tonight. Maybe Starry and vodka? Ooh, interesting.
Your stream description for this.
I'm jealous that you have mixing options. I just have a pre-mixed strawberry margarita, and it's terrible, but I'm powering through the bottle because
The script is
waste
called
not, want not.
Everyone can play, which is wildly optimistic.
Yeah, it's Saturday morning. Okay, Cairo, you get a pass. This is acceptable. This is perfectly acceptable.
Play, the degree of your playability is a question.
I literally
tasty,
told
awful,
Pseudo
but
this
tasty. It's
afternoon
not that
I'm ready
tasty.
to outthink myself into
It's-
thinking everybody's outthinking.
It's unusually thick and artificial.
I'm ready to
Like,
not think and then
like
accuse wildly.
it doesn't say it's got high fructose corn syrup in it,
That's what it's all about.
but it feels like it does. It's very syrupy.
It's how we ended up with that final 3.
Which almost won the game for me.
Almost.
Hey, it says it.
It definitely has a, yeah, it definitely has it.
I know this is.
It absolutely has it.
We got a lot of tough competition here, but I just wanted to tell you one thing. I am.
Gob, if I had more time.
Don't crash. Don't crash.
Very laggy.
Use that as just a
Very laggy.
That'd be horrific.
Wait. Clock is now a stop motion.
I see that.
Oh no.
Just attach it to
Yeah.
I don't think that was one of the crashes yesterday.
The hands, so they just
Oh,
like
what?
fold it.
No, this is very,
Doesn't
this is
crash.
very unexpected.
Everyone's the same.
You clap.
Come on, game, you can do it.
There you go.
Oh, you're
Does
live.
that happen every time someone looks in your general direction?
Yeah, probably.
I'm getting a crunchy 30.
Oh, no, what
FPS
happened?
because I don't know how-
They just froze a little bit.
But, you know.
Oh no.
All right, so the script is built. All good.
Script is built. Yup.
Is everyone ready to go?
Yes.
Yes.
Introductions and stuff.
Official start.
Yes, we will do that.
Yes, official start.
Official
Okay,
start.
folks. Welcome
right.
to. All right.
Kagan,
Welcome, everybody.
Did you guys not rehearse this?
Your second. Oh,
Did you not read the script?
Ari made a beautiful script that he is very excited to share with us,
I
okay?
didn't do it yet. I gave you an extra minute just to make sure you be ready.
like 3 minutes.
Ari, do your thing!
Okay, I'm gonna start.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Everyone deserves to hear it.
Silent. Ari,
All
go.
the rest of us streamers were worried about scuff.
Oh, you shouldn't be worried about scuff here.
Worried? Why would you
Friends.
be worried about scuff? Scuff is Scuff is stream life. What are you talking about?
It's not a live stream if it's no scuff.
I'm probably not
Exactly.
in shout, am I? Friends.
I always say stream is
Friends.
stream not stuff.
That's what I say. Yeah.
Enemies. And those yet to become either. We're about to journey to an accursed hamlet with a history. 1,000 years ago to the very day, an evil took root there, clawing up from the very soil to murder every last resident in the most gruesome methods imaginable.
Aw,
But the
Ari, you
time
say
is
the
now.
sweetest things.
On an evening eerily similar to that of the tale, I invite you, if you've the courage, to cross into the village, because tonight you are the residents, and evil has returned to finish what was begun a century ago.
Oh no, not a
There will be no escape from Ravenswood Bluff.
Can you believe that was only 95% written by AI?
I'm Arito, and this world is an adaptation of the
Kidding.
Blood on the Clocktower board game by the amazing folks at the Pandemonium Institute. And it has all been built from scratch by Delta and myself here on the Resonite platform. Kagan, gamer, streamer, tale teller, tale owner, and the most modest mouse will be your beloved storyteller this evening, answer any questions you have, and for many of you, be your escort to the afterlife. Kagan, I leave them in your capable hands.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Kagan. You may use any pronouns you wish for me. I collect them as part of my treasure hoard, for I am also a pirate. But today I am your storyteller. Let's see. That is my little introduction. Everybody else would like to do their introductions?
Yeah, we'll go around and do introductions here. We've got a lot of new people joining today. So this group is about 50% people that I know personally that I've played with before, and 50% people coming from other Blood on the Clocktower communities that have a lot more experience than us. So my name is Pseudo the Fox. I guess I'm technically the one that puts this together, but I don't do any of the hard work. I just message people until they say yes. Ari and Delta put this together. Kagan is our amazing storyteller tonight. So my job here is just to try and my best at playing the game. I'll be live streaming here, and yeah, that is me. I have played, well, about as many games as about half of us here have played. What are we at, like 4 games now? Mostly Trouble Brewing? Yeah.
About
Yep.
4 or 5.
So we want to just go in clockwise order. Rue, do you want to take it from there?
Yeah, let's just go clockwise.
Okay. I'll just keep this short and sweet. I go by Mr. Roo on Twitch, but commonly in the fandom, I am Andrew Kangaroo. I have well over 10 years of experience playing social deduction games or hosting them, and I'm your mayor tonight. I'll just say that's my introduction.
Okay.
I'm your mayor tonight.
Sheem?
I'm Sheem. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm scared of public speaking.
We love you, Sheem.
Snap for that.
I'm Furrow on Twitch. I am Mr. Tony Depp. I have had, a little over 2 years experience of both playing and storytelling for Blood on the Clocktower, in-person games on the app, and only recently have I been joining in for the Resonite group. But I've also done plenty of social deduction games for over a decade as well. And pronouns he, him, menace, and wascally wabbit all fit.
Hello, I am Clef. I have been engaged. I've been playing and storytelling Clocktower for a bit over a year now. I've been orbiting around the periphery of social deduction games for a lot longer than that, but always been way too anxious to play. Clocktower kind of brought that out of me. Yeah, I watched so many Among Us videos over COVID. Yeah, I also help to run a server of furries who play on the Clocktower in the web app. So that's fun. I storytell here in the Resonite group every now and then, and my favorite flavor of ice cream is mint chocolate chip.
Nice.
You get a pass.
Classic.
Yes. Hi, everybody. I'm Seiza. Pronouns they, them preferred, but I really don't mind either. Anything, if you prefer. I've been doing social deduction games just about the same as these guys, about a decade, bit more. Ended up on the Clocktower for just over a year, storytelling for a little less, but it's been a blast. I've only played one in-person game, though. Definitely want to try more.
You gotta put those numbers up.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so fun.
We'll get that fixed for you.
Indeed. Hello, I am Meg. I go by Meg Mortar, plays games on Twitch. I usually am found in survival games, typically. But I have about almost getting up to 150 games here total between Rezo and the app, so relatively experienced. She, her pronouns. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Medion. I've played exactly 3 games of Blood on the Clocktower, but that's a lie because I date 2 decades back to Epic Mafia with some of the original social deduction games, so I'm also completely unprepared and have no right hand currently, so I politely request an extra minute when we get started so I can get some batteries.
No problem.
Replace the batteries.
Hi, my name is Jiro Hirokuma. I am your internationally tolerated streamer on Twitch. And this is my 6th game of Blood on the Clocktower. We play social deduction games offline with however many friends I can convince to play with.
My name is Smallest Goblin. I go by she, her. I stream on Twitch and I mostly do shooters and RPGs. I do a wide variety of things. And I'm really bad at deduction games, so this is gonna be fun. Yeah.
Hello, it's your resident idiot and professional moron. I am Mr. Flair. I stream live on Twitch. I play a lot of goofy video games, especially with that one a lot because we're doing a lot of collaborations. He's the one who invites me to a lot of this shit, which I'm very grateful for.
Hi.
But thank you. I'm very bad at social deduction games, but I also play whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want, and also do art every Wednesday. Check me out every now and then. Thank you very much. Next, please.
Hello, I'm Juarez. Him, himbo, or goober, whatever. I've been playing social deduction games for about 5 years, newer to Blood on the Clocktower. I stream on Twitch when it wants to work for mostly RPG playing games.
All right. That's everybody.
All right.
Do we need a minute
Yep,
for your batteries?
No, we can get started with the evening.
Yeah.
There's plenty of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and get your batteries on. I'll just talk a little bit more.
All you.
I am I am a relatively new storyteller to this, but I have played 50, 60 games at least. I actually lost count. I need to check the app sometime. I have played a lot, but I am trying to get more into storytelling. So, yeah. In a minute. Yeah.
We'll have to bump those numbers up too.
I'm
We're working on it.
Classed by the decade-long players.
Yeah, I know, right?
So
Kagan is an amazing storyteller.
Obsessed. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. In a minute or
That's
two.
what I do.
Yep.
They're literally never going to give you time to talk. Just walk all over them.
I know. In a minute
Wait,
or
were you
two,
trying to say something?
You. Oh my god! I'm gonna hit you with my tail. In a minute or two, you will be sent to your cabins for the first night. For those that do not remember or just need a little refresher, your role will be up above the table. When the storyteller calls you in the night, if you are called in the night, you may or may not, depending on your role, of course. You will hear a little whoosh, so you'll want to end your sentence in a relatively normal manner and not just suddenly get cut off, because that's kind of a clue to everybody you can talk to at night. During the night, you do not talk about info you gain that night. Info you gained the previous day is perfectly fine. Just a reminder to folks. Anything else I need to cover?
We'll deal with it when we get there.
Pseudo Flare said he'll fight you because you allowed me to drink booze for
especially the newer
it's
players.
Saturday. I'll talk to him. It's fine,
Unlike
Cairo.
most social deduction games, I can actually, I could talk. I'm a streamer, right? Unlike most social deduction games, death is not the end in Blood on the Clocktower. The dead are still active members. They still have the most powerful thing, a final vote that does not count towards the required vote. It does not count towards the max players. And they are still able to gather information. So just a soft reminder to folks that be sure to talk to the dead, because they hear things. The dead are active. They still live in town. You don't want to alienate your neighbor, right? Even if they're dead, they're still walking around. But yes, any questions, folks?
Goblin was our dead lawyer.
You'll hit me with your tail.
What was that?
Wait, yes, actually.
So what is the promise? If I misbehave, you'll hit me with your tail.
Oh my god! I should have seen that coming.
Oh shoot! There goes that bit.
Not really, because they want
But yes, Goblin was our dead lawyer. So if you die, you can try and get
Enzemble's not on the script, so
compensation for that from Goblin.
No.
You could be like
Right.
better as a dead lawyer than I ever was alive.
I say.
Oh yes. The rule about dead people votes.
Yep. When you are dead, you have. When you are dead, you have one final vote.
No, Ruse Mayor.
Yep. See the enthusiastic nodding.
Always mayor.
Yep. There's one. As a dead person, you have one final vote you may cast. Use it wisely. This can turn the tide of a final vote in either good or evil's favor. Just keep that in mind. This is also why you want to talk to the dead, try to get their information, also try to give them information to help them decide to be on your team, whether that's good or evil. That is up to you. And if there are no more questions, comments, concerns, well, all right. In a minute, you will be all sent off to your cabins for the first night.
Someone here is already asleep.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh goodness.
I escape.
I think we'll fade.
I disappeared to the darkness.
The darkness.
The darkness.
You're not aware by the darkness.
So I'll die laughing if Blair targets you for letting me drink booze. It could happen.
Do I get put in the side shed?
Absolutely could happen.
No, I got put in my room. Hell yeah.
All right, chat. Let's see.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, what? Uh-oh. Do we need to talk to a storyteller?
Well, my cabin's a little glitched.
You guys also don't see the list of roles on the wall?
Yeah.
And the second paper just went out, and all the papers just went out. Okay.
Give it a few. Give it a few. And sometimes that's it.
The texture
No, it's back. It's back.
They're back!
It's back. What's the Wi-Fi password?
All right. Chat.
I've never been given a Wi-Fi.
Oh, we're getting woken up already. Maybe.
Hello, Pseudo.
Oh, there it goes.
Yes.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
You pinged us?
Oh, some of the assets in the cabin weren't loading. We couldn't see any of the papers, but I think they all fixed themselves.
And it gives it takes a minute.
Okay, just something I hadn't
it's
seen
gotta load
before.
Some data. Okay. All right, we will call you back shortly.
All right, thank you. Okay, so we are, first of all, hello.
And there's
We
the demon
are
on the loose.
the monk.
Oh my goodness, there's a demon on the loose?
That's one of the tourist attractions.
So, let's talk about what this means now that our papers are working. You're gonna hear the mute and unmute a lot because there's no indicator that I'm muted, so I have to be absolutely certain before I say something.
It's to see the Jersey Devil. There's really no other reason to go.
As the monk, each night, choose a player, it cannot be us, and they are safe from the demon tonight. Simple role. We're a good player, we want to talk to people, we want to help solve the mystery, and we want to offer our service carefully to try and prevent people from dying. We don't want to tell the enemies, the minions or the demon, that we are the monk. That would make us a pretty big target. But other than that, not complicated. We can do this. Let's see, everything is working tonight. So we can see we've got 7 townsfolk, 2 outsiders, 2 minions, and a demon. If this is a standard game, we do have, I believe, at least 1 role that would add 2 outsiders. That's the Baron. If the Baron ends up in play as one of the 2 minions, then we'll end up having 5 townsfolk and 4 outsiders. But these are the default numbers to keep in mind. So if 3 people claim to be outsiders, that means we either have a Baron or someone is lying. You're always crazy, Sue. Oh, hey, Sue, welcome in. I have something to say. Oh, crazy? I was crazy once. They put me in a rubber room filled with rats. Rats made me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Hi, Sue. Thank you for sharing your favorite line with us. Okay, great. Now that I got mad autocorrect for it. Wait. Okay, wait. Okay, great. Now that I got mad at autocorrect for it. Okay, I did read that right. Autocorrecting your name. Now any name starting with an S gets autocorrected as your name. Oh no. That's okay. That's the only S name you need. Pseudo! All right. So now we wait. We wait for everybody who has something to do in the night to talk to the storytellers and do their thing. Ooh. We don't really have a reason to talk to anyone in particular once it loads. Holy crap, I'm getting 27 FPS right now. I wonder if there's anything I can do to bump that up. That does feel a lot lower than previous streams. You know, a question I was meaning to Google and I didn't get around to it is, how do you go about talking to the other evil players the first day that you wake up? Like, we're not evil this game, but if we were, like, if you're a minion, you want to go talk to your demon right away. The demon has your bluffs that are available. So you run directly over to that person. I run directly over to Flare. I say, Flare, we need to talk. Anybody paying close enough attention is going to say, that's weird. Why did Pseudo need to talk specifically with Flare and nobody else? So how do you go about that and not look really suspicious? Both times that I played an evil role, I didn't even talk to my demon on the first night, and it made things really difficult. Because I didn't want to go directly to him, and they couldn't find an obvious way to get into a room without someone else also wanting to be in that room and talk. I guess it's just part of the mystery of the game. Like, people want to be secretive with who they're talking to, and everybody's going to kind of play that way, even if they're good, I guess. So you can't use that alone to pinpoint who is evil, but definitely feels like there's a better way to go about that. But we are not evil. So we can pick anybody here to talk to in the morning. We could just stand around. We could stand around in the public area and just see who wants to talk, who doesn't go and talk to anyone. Because if they play like I play, the people who are standing around in the town and look lost and don't really know what they want to do, those are the ones that are the most suspicious to be the minions. But half of our group here tonight is more experienced, so they're probably going to do something a little bit different. Normally you want to talk to your demon ASAP so you know your bluffs. That's what I'm saying, Ollie. That's what I'm saying. But if you run directly to your demon, anybody who sees that and is like, wait a minute, why did Pseudo just run clear across the room to the person opposite of them and say, we need to talk now, as opposed to anybody else that's here? I know how to draw out the minion. Pulls out a banana. Shadow, hi, how you doing? Ooh, I just noticed. Holy shit, I just noticed we have a mirror. This is such a cute avatar. It's one of the, like, default avatars available here. And I just love it so much. I ended up buying the model for it. Maybe I'll get it customized someday. So there's one... What is this? One fabled sentinel. There may be one extra or one fewer outsiders in play? What? Wait a minute. So what I previously said about there for sure being 2 outsiders unless there's a Baron in play isn't true? There's a fabled character in play that just might change the number of outsiders? Oh, great. Okay. Well, we don't have any jinxes. So we don't have any special rules for how roles interact with each other. But we do have one modification to the game. That's going to make things interesting. I wonder how many people are not going to notice that. So there's probably going to be a few people that, if there ends up being like 3 outsiders, they get really they get like convinced that there's a Baron in play or that one of them's lying, and it's like, no, that could just be the case in this game. It's easier in the web app, I guess. Yeah, I could see it being easier to go and talk to your like other minions and demon in a virtual setting where you can't see who's going to talk to who, or there's no necessarily like natural order to things. Like, for example, if we look at the seating arrangement here, like, okay, I'm Pseudo, Juarez and Mr. Rue are next to me, so it makes a little bit of sense for me to just turn to my partner and turn to the person left to me or right of me and talk to them first, because like, what difference does it make at the beginning of the game if I talk to them versus anyone else, right? So if I don't talk to them and I run across the room, it's a little unusual. You wonder, why do you have to talk to that person in specific? But if everybody's just staring at a web screen, then yeah, that's not a factor. Flair called you a dirty desktop user? Oh no, now I feel sad. Well, if he wants to buy me VR gear, I will happily join in VR. It does look like a lot of fun. I popped over to his stream and it looked like there was so much more emotion going on. I loved the perspective of things. Unfortunately, prior to streaming, I never even had any really interest in getting into VR. Now I do. Now I got a lot of people that want to get me into VR. I just need to find the money for it. It's because you let me drink booze.
Anyone get a good sniffer lately?
I will stand by that decision. I will defend you, Cairo. But also, what did we just hear in game, Flair?
Why are you offering?
I'm not saying a sniffer of me. I'm just saying I want to get some good sniffers.
Oh my god.
I just feel like this cabin's a bit quiet for too long. I just needed to offer who's getting a little bit of sniffer.
And that's your question?
Yeah. Don't fucking judge me.
Hey, yo.
Purple sniffs have not been working properly. Sorry, no good sniffers over here.
I'll get a sniff of you.
Whoa. 1-800 you snarfling.
I mean, if Flair's offering, we'll accept it, right? Hey! If Flair is offering, we're gonna accept it, right? It's just, it makes sense, Ollie. Don't judge me. No, it's not, he's offering! It's on the table, okay? Come on, you just don't deny free sniffer. Somebody is chewing into their mic? Interesting. I'll join Pseudo for that. Yeah, Cairo, you and I. All right, let's go.
You know how Goblin wants to get the role Goblin? because it would be funny.
What is that emote? Did you?
Yeah, I really want that to learn.
Erdenshire, you said sniffa in chat. I just see sniffa, but floating across. Oh, I understand.
God.
It must be one of the emotes that I have turned on from one of the extensions, and I don't have the extensions installed on this new browser, so I can't see them. But OBS can still somehow. I don't really understand how that works, but it does. I need another drink. I ran out. I think I got time before the day starts to go get a drink.
I wonder if Goblin isn't playing a game that I am in at some point, and I get it. Would me just being like, oh, I'm just a little goblin with like no XP.
You only have 3
Would that
HP.
like count as me saying I'm the goblin and let me like do my thing?
I can hear you in the rafters again.
Yeah, it's where I belong.
The goblin in the rafters.
Question, Pseudo, do you know what Army Navy is? I mean, I know what the Army is, I know what the Navy is, but I don't think that's what you mean.
My ability to parkour in VR games is real bad.
So everybody is in this room, they're just invisible to each other, so we can hear Goblin just pacing back and forth on this beam right here. Or actually, they're probably on this beam. It's basically an American restaurant here that just sells typical American Army Navy. Okay. I guess. That's actually really funny, though. Hearing what foreign countries would name like an American restaurant is hilarious. I guess that's kind of like every like Mexican, Chinese, whatever restaurant we have here that just have the most like obnoxious on the nose names. Like, somebody think of a good example for me. I don't know, but Pseudo! Air! Welcome in! How are you doing tonight? You should get in on this, man. No pressure. They serve burgers, nuggets, and fries, etc. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That's really funny, though. Is it good? Is it good food? Because, like, you can have really good burgers, nuggets, and, well, nuggets. I don't know about the nuggets. Nuggets aren't something you really get in a sit-down restaurant, so that's a little unusual. Chicken strips, maybe. I really should next time. All right, Air, I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to absolutely hold you to that. So we are the monk tonight, which means that each night we get to choose a player that's not ourselves and they are safe from the demon. It's a really simple role. All we need to do is be good and help the good players solve the mystery. But it does put a target on us if we tell the wrong people that we're the monk, because if we accidentally tell a minion or the demon, they might want to get us eliminated so we can no longer do our protection ability. Speaking of which, actually, do we want to immediately tell people, like, do we want to just choose one person and be like, there's a 1 or there's a 3 in 11 chance, right? There's a 3 in 11 chance that you are bad. I'm just going to gamble and I'm just going to tell you my role, and the rolls are gone. Okay. Or do we want to be more careful, do a pick 3, just describe our role in a generic way? Like, no matter who we talk to, maybe we don't just, I was just assuming, you know, we got a pretty simple role. We're just going to gamble it and tell someone directly, but Cairo says Mexican American restaurant food is basically just El something. It is. It's exactly what it is. El Torito is in Cali. That makes sense. Actually, I think our local place is called Maria's. But if I drive within an hour, I probably could hit like 10 different El something places. Now I want to pull up a map. I want to pull up a map and actually give you real names, but that would kind of like DOS myself in a little bit of a way, I guess. I'd have to just cast a pretty big net. Like, I you know I'm in Minnesota, so let's just look at the Twin Cities. Everyone knows the Twin Cities. What's out there? Yeah. What's going to be our strategy here? If we say to people, we are a role that you want to keep alive, well, that doesn't really help anybody. That kind of puts a target on us if they, you know, the minions or the demons hear that and they're like, okay, well, if we want to keep you alive, let's just get rid of that then. Army Navy is good. Why are y'all burgers so massive? What are you talking about? How big are they? Tell me if you, I don't know, they probably don't measure them in pounds there, but if you can give me a pound number, I'll know what you mean. Like, I feel like a third pound is pretty standard in a restaurant.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff. Your beloved storytellers have been found cut into 35.253 pieces. Where's the rest of that partial piece? We don't know yet. Find the demon. Find the pieces of the storytellers, please. You will have about 6. You will have about.
Wow.
Quite possibly. Well, there is a demon among you. You must find them and execute them before they execute all of you. You will have a bit over 6 minutes for public discussions. As a reminder, each of the buildings is a private voice zone. Do not just try not to barge in if there are people already in there. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? That's so
Blair,
spooky.
do we need to throw hands about Cairo's drinking?
Yes, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
All right. It's Saturday. It's fine.
Yes.
Not the only thing for breakfast. They still need food.
Okay, I'll agree with you on that. It shouldn't be the only thing.
Can I borrow you?
Exactly. I win that fight. I didn't say no drinking, not only drinking.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. That's fine. That's fine. I agree with you on that.
Do you guys have any information?
Nope, but I'm grabbing both of you. Pseudo Morez, church.
Okay.
Church is
Bye, Rue.
Steam, you can do it.
over here.
No. There we go.
Okay. Does anybody have a role that they just want to come out and immediately share something that is like a one-time information role? Like, that'd be pretty safe.
I do have a conditional one-time information role. That is not the assassin. I will specify that.
Okay.
I will give you a pick 3.
Yeah, we'll
Either
do
the
pick 3.
Slayer, the Moonchild, or the Artist.
Okay. And you mentioned, you said not the assassin. You're very particular about making sure we knew you're not the assassin.
Yeah, because that is a still once per game role. I want to say that because
Oh, you're saying you have a once per game ability.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's picking the once per game as the pick 3.
Yes, but he immediately knew as soon as I said those words what the assassin was and that it had a once per game ability.
Well, maybe he's like you and decided to read everything.
Only
Like you
use
want to go
it
in depth with
during
shit.
daylight. That is my condition.
Okay. Well,
all right, you pick 3.
Okay. I am either. See, now I don't have good memory, so I got to reread everything and pick which ones I want to bluff as.
Wow, just fuck. All right, fine. All right, you know what? I can't with you. I fucking can't with you. Do you have? All right. Was any information learned last night for either of you?
No, because I could not use my ability yet.
No, I do not have an
Okay.
ability that learns information at night. That's what I'll tell you.
Okay, that makes things easier. Which means we're the wrong people to be talking to right now. However, hang on before you leave. Because
there
we were all...
is someone I want to talk to.
Yes,
Well, I understand that one.
I agree with Flair. I think we should what? I think we should make quick here. Flair, what do you want to share?
No, the make quick is I want to try and make early alliances, and I know we were all demons and we were all on the evil side after last night's game. The best I can try to say is have moderate trust for each other right now.
What are you giving me to so that I should have moderate trust for you?
I have learned information, but I need to learn player roles before I can give away information.
Okay.
I think you understand what I was trying to infer with the person I wanted to talk to when I looked up.
I want, every time I've done this before, you've been the evil one and you fucked me over and killed me, so I'm keeping my eye on you. Moderate trust. That's all we ask right now.
That's fine. I am a good role. I know you don't have to trust me on that. But,
all right, let's go. Bye.
Let's go. Lawyer?
Yeah?
Would you like to
I
talk?
thought you fired me.
I'm still gonna call you lawyer forever.
Can I come?
Yes. Ah, it feels good to be back in the Church of Sheem.
Yeah, no, right?
All right.
Is it still my church?
It's always your church, and Goblin's always the lawyer. These are things that last forever, unlike my memory of these roles.
This is lore now.
So, what I can tell you is that Flair and Juarez claim to be good, and right now I don't have any reason not to believe that. And I have told them the same thing I'll tell you guys at this point. I am also good. I do not have a role that receives information at night.
Well, mine's the exact same.
Do you have a? So you guys both have roles that allow you to do something at some point during the game?
I'm a good guy, and I can do nothing.
You can do nothing. Right now.
Right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's the same for you, Goblin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still learning the rules,
No, same. It's absolutely same. Flair yelled at me already because he wanted to do a pick 3, and I'm like, well, listen, I got to reread the scene, the thing then, and pick which 2 I want to bluff as. And he's like, God damn it, I'll go first. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and talk to like 2 more people then, and just create like a low level knowledge on a bunch of people if I can.
Yeah, I'm just kind of going around.
Let's see. They are talking privately. Just Jiro and Clef, huh? Just talking alone. Mag and Caesar. Well, shit, maybe we should just sit down and have a drink out here. Yeah. It's literally just the 3 of us!
Which one of you's bad?
You!
Me.
Me?
I can see it in your
Whoa.
face.
What does that mean?
Those eyes. You can read them.
There's something.
I can see
What's
right
wrong
through
with
them.
my eyes?
You both have pure black eyes. That's suspicious. You're on the same team. I can tell.
Isn't that your lawyer?
Yeah.
Fired, lawyer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rough. I mean,
Well,
I'll hire you.
I died on
okay.
like the 2nd night yesterday, so my lawyer didn't really keep me alive.
The lawyer didn't keep you alive. How dare
No,
they?
no, they didn't.
Yeah.
What do we have, like 30 more seconds?
First night for the
got like a
bit.
minute, right?
Yeah.
You want to run this?
In first time.
Just the 2. I
Christmas is not very
wanted to
long,
join them.
Unfortunately.
Is that the bell or is that the minute bell? I don't understand these noises. Okay.
Just get to your podium.
Get your ass in your seat.
I'm here. Why am I? Whoa.
So you want to do a quick fire chat?
We can't. We're out of time. Where's Jiro? Oh, there you are.
Jiro.
I'm here.
We're out of time. It's time to gather around.
Pseudo.
30 seconds.
Tomorrow.
I want to talk to you on day 1.
I wanted to talk to you all.
Okay.
You know, I wanted to talk to you all at the start. My computer exploded once again.
Oh no!
No! No! It just keeps happening. I sure hope it doesn't happen in the middle of a vote. That would suck.
Well, that happened last night, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right.
We can get this out of the way. Anyone want to claim an outsider?
Did you say, does anybody want to claim outsider?
Heroes claiming outsider.
Or you are claiming outsider?
No, does anyone want to claim on the outside?
There's also a sentinel in play, according to the.
That's been refreshed. That's not actually in play.
Oh, the sentinel's not in play?
They just bounce
Yeah.
around laggy.
Sorry, I meant to announce that at the start of the day, but
Would like to juggle. Gob as the goblin. Flair
have
as the Fangu. Pseudo as the witch.
We don't have a
Rue
juggler.
as the artist, and Furrow as a bunny. Thank you.
We okay.
Getting a 5 tonight.
He's messing around.
Excellent.
He's jumping the dodo. He's memeing.
all right.
Jesus.
Any more public discussions? Would you allow me to move that forward?
Anyone else want to?
Long VR arms.
I
Long.
guess not.
There's no
I guess if there are
juggler.
no-
No.
Yeah, that's the fucking
Yeah.
joke.
It was a meme.
All right.
Okay, I'm just making that clear.
It was a bitch.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, folks.
Motherfucker.
Nominations are open.
Any suspicions?
May continue to discuss as well.
Well, I've only talked to half of this circle right now, so I have no accusations. I could do what I usually do for these streams, wildly accuse someone and hopefully somebody gets killed, but then that also just might get me killed.
Right,
So I don't know.
nominates Mr. Flair.
Okay.
Repeat that.
Furrow nominates Mr. Flair.
Here we
Like
go.
me.
Burrow?
Yes.
Wait, sorry, I couldn't. You
Furrow
okay?
nominates Mr. Flair.
All right.
Fight me at the
moment.
fire.
Oh shit.
Burrow nominates Mr. Flair. Please tell us why.
Well, clearly they chose not to talk to me on day one, thus they are obviously evil, and therefore they need to be taken out of town.
That's pretty sound logic.
Mr. Flair, your rebuttal.
Reverse Uno card, same reason.
Ooh.
That's also good.
That's dope. That's dope.
And it won't click. Clickies.
You do it. I believe in you.
Just this is the longest reverse Uno card. Just there you go. The longest reverse Uno held up.
Oh god.
All right. Would anybody else like to speak up about this nomination? All right. You will need 6 votes to put Flair on the block, starting with Juarez.
As long as that stays well below 6, I can say, Cairo, I read your message. Your burgers are an eighth of a pound to a fifth of a pound. Ours are a quarter to a third. A quarter to a third is the correct size, Cairo. An eighth of a pound is too small. That is not filling. That is a snack.
It would be fitting. I mean, it's chaotic, but
Chaos.
Chaos reigns.
And 1 vote is not enough to put Flair on the block. Are there any more nominations?
I. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, goodbye.
Oh no! Oh no! Frozen in place again!
Settings.
Okay.
You okay? You back?
We're good. We're good.
They're freeze framing all the time.
Left.
Oh god.
Left nominates Sheem. Please tell us why.
Villagers of Ravenswood Bluff, I bring before you a proposal. Who likes science?
Me!
Science.
A vote for Sheem is a vote for science.
Science.
We will learn something if we do this.
Aren't we from like the 1800s? So shouldn't called out for science be
For science?
Science. Oh god.
All right.
I'm gonna defeat the
Sheem,
witchcraft
your
of
rebuttal.
science.
I like
For science.
Which is a different script.
Well,
all right.
Also called
Let's do
witchcraft
it.
in the 1800s.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Candle. Oh, it's me.
sure.
I'm not sure if I like this. If they're
All right.
I don't know what the science
Would-
would be.
There's a lot
Would
of
anybody
types,
else
apparently.
like?
Team, this is the good science. You'll be good. You'll be good science.
I don't trust
All
this.
right.
I don't trust this. I'm removing my
The
vote.
great are good.
For science,
Are
you will
we
need
backtracking
six
science?
You will need 6 science points to put Sheem on the block.
I'm not comfortable with Sheem voting on himself. I'm backing out. I
Starting
support
off
science. I suggest we target someone else.
I agree with Pseudo.
Nah. Science.
For science.
But what science?
The science is fun.
Science!
I want to know what science this is, but there's a couple of things we can test with this, but
No! Science!
For science.
Science.
Please!
Oh my god.
Well,
Oh, no science.
Unfortunately, you have only obtained 5 science votes. Nobody is on the block still.
Now we learn nothing.
Bill Nye is there just.
Would there
right
Are there any more nominations?
Kagan,
Yes.
Rue nominates Rue.
What the?
Okay.
can you do that?
Is that allowed?
Yes, you can.
You can self-nominate.
Rue nominates themselves. Please tell us why and your rebuttal.
All right. So the initial, and well, I'll just bunch it all together here. Science is fun and all. Weird science is even more fun.
I like weird science.
I support weird science.
Agree.
I think I picked up what you're putting down.
Because it's a start pass, isn't it?
no, I can see a couple worlds of this.
I think it's the Moonchild claim.
It might be Moonchild.
Bits and pieces.
It might also be a
Bits and
DA that pick
pieces.
themselves. Trying to
All
simulate
right.
a duel.
Oh, it could
If,
be,
if,
yeah.
if the DA did target me, I'm going to laugh. I'm going
It'd
to
be really
honestly
funny.
laugh.
It'd be really
This
funny.
is weird science then.
All right. You will need 6 weird science votes this time to put Rue on the block.
Please re-elect me as your mayor.
With Sheem.
Re-elect me as your mayor. Come on.
Is it
You have my vote.
creation? How did I know?
Just to be clear, you're playing some weird science.
Don't
Let's
trust.
just stare at each other.
I feel like you're pointing at me.
Oh my god.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Me either, but hey.
Likewise, but
You
all
know,
the information maybe.
we're just going with the flow here.
Man, it'd be
And-
crazy if they said, "Oh, goblin."
7 weird science votes are enough to put Rue on the block. Are there any more nominations today? Nominations will close in 10.
What do you guys think about weird
5,
science? We'll see
4,
how this plays out, huh?
3, 2, 1. Mr. Rue, you have been set for execution. How would you like to die today?
A small boulder the size of a large boulder.
Ah, yes.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
The town has a very well-known small boulder the size of a large boulder that has gone missing for half of the day and has somehow reappeared above Mr. Rue and has squashed them flat.
That's where it went.
I was wondering about that.
Executed
I'm
and
always losing that thing.
dies.
Next time, make sure you get a license for that science.
Science, science is dangerous,
I'll be
folks.
sure to pencil it in next
One
time.
step closer to science victory,
Good night,
however.
Ravenswood Bluff.
Good night.
Good night.
You smell like Himalayan salted dark chocolate almonds with 64% cocoa dark chocolate, but from Good and Gather? Cairo, you're speaking my language!
Yeah.
Those are delicious, and I'm sad that I'm out of them. It's not science, it's witchcraft! We'll find out. We will find out. Science rules!
What the fuck kind of science was that?
Alright. Let's talk about what we learned tonight. Making sure that we are muted again. There we go.
Good science.
Took some notes. You don't need to read it. You just need to see that I got it.
I think I see where it went.
Juarez has claimed to be the slayer, the moonchild, or the artist, but not the assassin. And they have something that only is able to be done in daylight. Flair has learned information, but didn't want to be specific until finding out more people's roles. Sheem does nothing right now. Goblin can do nothing right now. Clef, for some reason, nominated Sheem for science, and Rue nominated themselves for weird science. I also took a little note here that Juarez, Caesar, Clef, and Rue were the ones that initially did not immediately run off and go and talk to someone. Clef claims that was because their computer exploded. So my question is, A, really quickly here, we're going to need to figure out who we want to protect as the monk. Because our role comes up 6th. I'm thinking, based on what we learned, we protect Flair. I believe his claim that he has learned information. I gave him an easy out, claiming the ability to claim that he was a role that didn't learn or only had a one-time ability. Such as like the librarian with starting information. That's kind of where I was going with that. I didn't mean a one-time ability that you use later. The fact that he clearly said, I have learned information, for now I believe him. So I'm leaning towards protecting him. That said, were there any people that made themselves targets during the nominations? Well, Clef, I would say, lost a lot of people's trust, but I am included in that, so I will not be protecting Clef. Sheem was nominated by Clef for science. I do not trust Sheem. So, other than that, I don't think anybody put a really big target on their head. We're going to protect Flair. Juarez claims to be the Slayer, meaning during the day they can publicly choose a player. If they are the demon, they die. What did Flair say about his role? Flair said that he has learned information, but does not want to be specific about it until he talks to others and knows what other roles the people are. We should probably dig into that more and narrow down which roles could possibly fit that description. So, let's talk about that, I guess. We can think about Juarez later. If you start as the librarian, you start off knowing that one of 2 players is a particular outsider or that 0 are in play. It's reasonable that Flair could want to go find someone who wants to claim to be an outsider. But the fact that he did not run to the 2 people that he would have been told is a sign that maybe he's not the librarian. Because he'd know exactly who he needs to go talk to if that was the information he wanted to collect. Clockmaker starts knowing how many steps from the demon it is to its minions. That's probably not something that he's going to be able to deduce further by finding out what other people's roles are. We're going to protect him. Did he say if it was a one-time ability or a nightly ability? Ollie, he did not specify.
Good midnight, our monk. Who do you wish to protect tomorrow?
We'll protect Flair.
Flair, it is.
And
thank you.
Your frame rate's still low?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. I could try to literally delete the flags hanging up around town. It could fix it, but I'll grab you when the day starts.
Can I just keep an eye on it tomorrow and then tell you the next night if it's better? Because I don't want to lose any time that I have during the day.
Yeah, so just look at your frame rate when the day starts and I'll delete them like 1 minute into the day. And then you can tell me.
Also, if you just want to pop in find me and pop in next to me. When you're next to me, I'll just glance at it and tell you a yes or no. We could do that too.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. See you in the morning then.
See you.
May your frame rates return eventually.
Erdenshire, I came in halfway into a sentence there, but what if he wants to collect information outside of that?
Let's go.
Well, he specifically said he has learned information, but does not want to tell us because he wants to something roles. I don't remember if he said he wanted to like confirm roles are in play or find out other people's roles, but he wanted to learn something about roles. So it's not going to be the grandmother. It's could be the fortune teller. Because he chose, but if it was the fortune teller, he would have chosen 2 players and he would have gone and talked to them specifically. He spoke to us, and after speaking to us, was like, "Oh, this is not the people that are going to be helpful to me. I want to go talk to someone else." So I don't think it's that either. That isn't potentially hilariously suspicious. Storyteller pops into the middle of a chat, and all you say is yes or no without prompting. I can explain to the people I'm talking to. That's fine. That's fine. We'll work through it, Erdenshire. Yes, there's a role on the in play that nobody knows, and it's me giving the storyteller information. Ooh, juicy. The empath each night, you learn how many of your alive neighbors are evil. Again, that involves neighbors. He would know who to talk to. I'm the monk, so he can't be that. The Undertaker, each night you learn which character died by execution today. Okay. Could that be something that he would want to withhold? I mean, yes. But he has, and maybe when he said learned information, it could mean something that he learns in the future. But does he need to go talk to others and learn roles before he's comfortable sharing that information? I don't really see that. It's also possible that the people they wanted to talk to were pulled away before they got to them. Yes. True, Erdenshire. True.
Wait, what?
Gambler, each night choose a player and guess their character. If you guess wrong, you die. That terrifies me. Such a scary role. The fact you can guess yourself though, and avoid death is nice. But again, not something that I think Flair would be. The artist once per game during the day privately asks the storyteller any yes or no question. Okay, here's a learned information role. Could he want to learn more before he uses it? Absolutely, that is a possibility. Gambler is interesting. Yeah, Gambler is like a simple but like high risk role, and that would be fun to play for sure. The Slayer, once per game during the day, you publicly choose a player. If they are the demon, they die. That is not learned information. The Fool, not learned information. The Raven's Keeper does learn information. But, and that could be something that he wants to learn people's roles, because maybe he wants to confirm what they are. If he's told, if I go and tell him, hey, I'm the mayor and I die, you know, then he's got something that he can actually ask about as the Raven Keeper. He can say, oh, what was the role of Pseudo? Find out if I was telling the truth or not. So he could be the Raven's Keeper. Raven Keeper. The mayor, definitely not. Drunk, no. And I mean, anybody could be the drunk. Recluse, no. Saint, no. Moonchild. When you learn that you died, publicly choose one alive player. If they was a good player, they die. That's not really learned information, but that is something that he would want to maybe talk to others and learn what roles there are. And that might explain his urgency as well. He wanted to go talk to a lot of people, probably because if he's the Moonchild, he wants to have a choice that hopefully won't get a good player killed. Maybe. Or he's evil. I'm not even going to go over the evil roles. There's not a lot of strong, good roles, in my opinion, that fit the way Flair was acting. I protected him, but I'm suspicious of him. There's nothing here where I'm like, oh, that clearly makes sense why he was behaving that way on the first day. Now, Juarez claimed to be the Slayer, the Moonchild, or the Artist, and says they have something that only procs in daylight, and it's not the Assassin. It is still really unusual that Juarez immediately came out and said, yes, I do have a role that can only do something once, but it's not the Assassin. Like, Either he was just reading that roll right before we went today, or he's the assassin. I think they're messing with the FPS now. Or the in-game elements, maybe. So I'm very suspicious of Juarez. Otherwise, he claims to be the Slayer. Once per game, during the day, publicly choose a player if they're the demon, they die. The Moonchild, when you learn that you have died, publicly choose one alive player. Tonight, if it was a good player, they die. And the Artist, once per game during the day, privately ask the storyteller any yes or no questions. So these are all good bluffs. They all are once per game abilities, just like I asked him if he had. And he was very quick with it. He knew exactly what to say right away, which could mean that he's the assassin and prepared that bluff. And I just walked right into it, asking him the exact question he prepared to bluff for, which would be really funny. Unlikely, but funny. I don't know what to make of the fact that Juarez knew all of the once per game ability rolls, just like off the top of his head, didn't even need to look at it. You're building worlds! We're building worlds, all right. So we're going to have to go talk to Juarez and Flair right away during the day. We already agreed to do that. I'm suspicious of both of them. I'm very suspicious of Flair's behavior. I'm very suspicious of Juarez's preparation to share the roles so, like, confidently. As soon as I asked, do you have a once per game ability? There's really nothing else that we can go off of during, for Juarez. Although he did say it only happens in the daylight, actually. Actually, that's really important, which means it could not be... Does that rule any of them out? Not... Well, so... Again, trying to point us away from the assassin, because the assassin's the one that clearly says the ability has to be done at night. So it's really funny that he said it has to be done during the day. Which means, in my opinion, either he read the Artist one, and the fact that it says during the day was in his head. He read the Slayer one, and the fact that it said during the day is in his head. Or he read the Assassin one, which says during the night. I don't think he's the Moonchild, because it doesn't clearly say day or night.
I was gonna plan how I'm gonna go about my day, and I got sidetracked with the calculations.
Good morning, Ravenswood. Good morning, Ravenswood. Except for... Juarez.
Oh.
Well, there goes all our world building.
There we go.
Pepperoni, friend.
All right. You will have 6 minutes or so for private discussions.
You two. Now.
Where are you?
I'm coming.
Caesar Mag or Metacon is the demon.
What? What?
Artist ability.
You said...
My question narrowed it down to 4, and one of the 4 revealed the role to me.
Wait.
What was your question?
I asked, is the demon one of the new players that did not play last night? I got yes.
Well, we have... How did you narrow it down to those 2?
No, I said 3.
Oh, you said 3. What was the 3? Mag?
Mag, Cesna, Progen, and Metaton.
Okay. Wow,
Because...
that's extremely useful information.
Yeah.
It honestly is.
Yeah. I'm thankful I'm killed, but that was extremely useful information.
Okay. When did you ask the question?
After our discussion in here.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good question.
Alright. Well, Pseudo, did you gain any information to do anything else?
No, I do not have a role that gains information. I said
Okay,
previously
cool.
not at night. I just don't gain information. I guess I should have ruled out the Artist there as well. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I mean, dead player into it saying that one. I now have all that, so let's go talk to some other peoples.
Okay.
Pseudo.
Yes.
Can we talk?
Sure.
Hey, Pseudo.
Hi.
I want to know, why were you not down with science yesterday?
I didn't know why Sheem would so willingly vote for himself, and I was concerned about what that could do. I didn't know if it was just a really good bluff, or if there was actually a role on the game that could be immediately game-ending. And I wanted to read that and review it at night before making a decision there.
Well, there's no goblin on this script, and hopefully she would tell us if he was the saint. Science in this case meant that I think something interesting could happen if we execute Sheem.
And it has to be Sheem?
Yes.
So you're saying you are a role that learned Sheem's name?
No. Sheem is claiming to be the fool.
Oh, he did. I was not aware of this information.
So if we execute Sheem, and he doesn't die, that proves him as the fool.
Yeah, if he's claiming to be the fool, I'm absolutely 100% down with that. If you had said that, I feel like you would have had a stronger argument.
But science!
Yeah, but not everybody understands that. Now that you say it, now that you've explained the roles to me, like, yes.
I know. I was being goofy and playing up the silly, but I mean, science is a common. Yeah.
I will 100% support you on that nomination tonight. During the day today.
Right. Cool. I think it might be better to do today anyways, because if Sheem is actually a devil's advocate bluffing as the fool, he probably protected himself last night. So if we execute him tonight and he is the DA, he probably will die. Because the DA can't protect the same person twice in a row.
Okay.
What about you?
I have been telling people that I am a role that does not learn any information.
Okay. I'll give you the same.
Okay.
Sounds nice and cagey, just how I like it.
Yeah, I can find you if I'm comfortable letting you know specifically what role it is. But at this time, I don't think it'll make a difference.
Sounds Gucci.
All right.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Meg.
Yes.
Let's talk.
Okay.
Hello. Where are you going?
Hello.
Hello. You're like looking up at the sky.
Do you not also look up at the sky when it's raining on you?
I guess it is a beautiful sky. How do you say your name? I know it's from Final Fantasy. I don't know how to say it.
So usually I have a pronunciation guide. Me-T-on.
Me-T-on.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, there's people coming out of the well. Oh my god.
What the hell?
I love the well.
What?
It's my favorite one.
Why do you want to talk to Clef so badly?
I need to talk to him about something.
I'm happy to talk with you, but give me a moment. I would like to confirm one thing with God based on something from yesterday, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
God.
I wanted to chat to you. It's day one.
Yeah, let's talk. Where can we go?
Let's go here.
Wait, where'd they go? They're so small. I can't keep track of you.
I don't know what we're doing. Apparently, hi, we're three in here.
Hi, is that okay, Jiro?
Yeah. What were you talking with Clef about earlier?
Clef wanted to know why I was not supportive of the nomination of Sheem for science. And explained to me that what I was not aware of is that Sheem has claimed to be the fool. So if we do successfully nominate Sheem and he doesn't die, then that validates his claim.
It is time.
So I am fully supporting that nomination tonight.
I also have science.
Yes.
You also have science?
I also have something, potentially.
Okay, My priority is going to be what we talked about, though.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't talked to you yet, so like, I'll try digging it.
Pseudo.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I have more information tomorrow from discussions.
Okay.
I am very sus of two people.
Give y'all a minute or two for public discussion before nominations open.
Okay. Thank you.
So, as you're recently voted out, I would like to make a public statement, if that's okay with everybody.
Sure. Yeah. So what's your deal?
Loudspeaker. Over there, yeah.
Yeah, on the.
Hey, this time I didn't fall. I'm not in my room, so I didn't fall off the back of the platform. Now, you have decided to vote out and kill yesterday myself, which I am your clockmaker.
Okay.
My night information on night 1 was a 1, meaning the minion, a minion, is sitting next to their demon.
Okay.
Interesting.
I like how you're trying to do the like thinking pose, and instead you were just pointing to yourself, just me. You know,
As you're recently killed, I will come out. I am the artist. My question has narrowed it down to 3 people. Because my question was the demon one of the people that were
Chat,
not
all three
in
of
the
those
game
people are
yesterday?
sitting right next to each other, too.
So it is, and I got a yes.
That's rude.
It's a question.
You were in the game yesterday.
I don't know what game.
So, Juarez, that would be Meteon, Mag, Caesar, or Furrow?
Yes.
Yes.
3 of which are sitting right next to each other. Very suspicious.
That is very interesting.
Yes, it is extremely.
That's good information.
Damn.
That's very good information, actually.
I
Especially the
think
clockmaker.
No.
How do you feel about science today?
I like science.
I like science.
I support science.
Science.
Science is always fun.
Yeah.
Clef, choose
Yeah, I'm
fucking
gonna let
wisely.
you
Good?
If there are no more public discussions, the nominations are open.
I'd like to nominate Sheen.
Very well then.
Are we going back to science?
It's good science. I've been convinced.
Left
How is this
nominates
good science?
Sheem. Please tell us why.
I was beaming a little bit last time, but I will tell you, science means I think there is a reason that if we execute Sheem, they won't die. So I think we should do this to find out if it happens. And it's probably better to do this today, because if Sheem is the devil's advocate bluffing, they probably haven't protected themselves today.
Wait, what?
Is there a reason you're not just saying what role you suspect?
They're saying that Sheem's DA apparently.
Sheem?
Or full.
Sheem, please give us your rebuttal.
What he said.
Science. No.
Yeah.
There's 5.
Any public discussion? If not,
I think
we
if
will
we're gonna
need.
science, I think if we're gonna science, it has to be today and no later.
I agree.
Yes, I support the science.
Today is the day for science.
All right.
The science scandal.
I don't
You'll
think the
need
science is
5
in favor for this one.
The science is simple.
Science votes.
Sheem has
to
not
put Sheem up
sciencing.
off the block.
Look who's not sciencing right now.
For what it's worth. For what it's worth. You can run the vote.
Starting with Furrow.
My actual suspicions for evil players are, I think, that away, but it's not based on any real hard information at this point. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but
Oh my god.
mostly vibes.
Sheem, I can't wait for you to just continue standing here.
Who knows?
8 votes is enough to put Sheem on the block.
I'm also into new science. people would let
Are
me.
there any more nominations today?
Caesar nominates Furrow.
Caesar nominates Burrow. Please tell us why.
Based on the clockmaker information and the artist information, this checks out.
All right. Burrow, your rebuttal.
Based on the clockmaker information and the artist information, no, it doesn't. Because this is being willing to be done 2 days in a row. Try again.
Hey, Loopy, welcome in. How you doing tonight? I appreciate you being here.
I think Sheem is good. I think it's still
We're in the middle of
valuable
nominations.
to get this information.
Yeah, oh, it's perfectly
Alright.
good to get the information.
You'll need 8 votes to tie and 9 votes to go on the block, starting with Clef.
I think the science better.
Juarez,
Yeah.
you got your artist information day one? You would have had to. Interesting. Okay.
Yep.
Between the both of you, I mean Juarez, unless you did like a triple 5-head first day kill yourself play, that's
believable.
information.
One of the few
Unless
people
one
here who
is
could.
Is
the poisoner.
not enough
I
to
will
lift.
say, Wara's claim that rolled yesterday.
Juarez claimed that role to me yesterday as well.
Which roll?
I mean the demon has bluffs, but
True.
Yeah.
Are there any more nominations? Mr. Flair nominates Caesar.
Caesar.
Caesar,
yes.
Sorry, my
Caesar.
bad. So
Please
based on
tell us why. There we go.
based on the pure information of both either of or that could have been lies, one half of the circle is bad, knowing that could be steps in between. I don't know the rest of you three, so that means there's a higher chance that one of you is trying to throw the bluff, meaning Clef, even if you are good, have a very high feeling that you have knowledge that Sheem has been picked as a devil advocate. So if he's actually been picked, that learns us no information whatsoever. I say pick one of the three that has nothing else. And then I thought my candle was gonna run out at the time, so you know.
It's a good effort.
Caesar, your rebuttal.
I would like to also state that Clockmaker can use a misregistered recluse as the one. So that is also good information. Also, I agree. She was good science today. And I can't click the channel either. That's why. That's weird.
I don't think this is good science, but I think everyone else is on the vote of goodbye Sheem.
Good science.
Sheem's not going anywhere. The science is gonna work.
It's gonna happen regardless.
You'll
We
need
can't
8
live without
votes.
someone else without
to-
evil voting.
Yeah, you will need 8 votes to tie, 9 to put Caesar on the block.
Damn,
Not
Sheem,
even
you
a
had
single
8
other, like,
votes?
temporary vote. That's what I mean. Not even
Siding
like
with
a temp
Matt.
vote to try and put someone else on.
You know what?
I was about to.
No.
You didn't.
You
So.
got a few.
Ah.
Are these just pity votes? Is what's happening here?
Yes, pity votes.
I didn't get a single pity vote. That's wild.
Okay, there's your. Oh, I didn't vote anymore. Aw.
2 votes is not enough. Any more nominations? Ending in the day in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sheem, you have been set for execution today. How would you like to die?
Orbital laser.
That's a good choice.
The sun is a deadly laser.
In the medieval
Yes, the orbital laser of this
We got one.
time, also known as the sun, fires down a intense bolt of sunshine, which misses Yeah, Mrs. Sheem. Sheem is executed but does not die. Good night, Ravenswood Bluff.
For science! Let's go!
Interesting science.
This doesn't learn me anything.
All right, chat. Things are getting juicy. All right, so Sheem was voted to die, but has not died, which means he's either the fool or was protected by the devil's advocate. The thing is, Sheem was so okay with dying the first night that he was either five-heading the situation, knowing that it wouldn't go through, or hoping it wouldn't go through, and then got devil's advocate protection today, or is actually the fool. We're going to assume the simple for now. We're going to assume Sheem is the fool. Now, is there a reason, or I should say, who are we going to protect tonight? Unfortunately, we protected Flair, one of the two people we spoke to initially, and Juarez, the other one that we spoke to, ended up getting eliminated. And Juarez has come to me right before nominations and said, Pseudo, I need to talk to you. I have more information. That eagerness to talk again, I feel like Juarez is not playing this game bluffing. I feel like Juarez is being honest.
$600.
There's a 7D chest you could play to tease it out night 1, then push it night 2, but that's a massive gamble. That's what I'm saying. I think
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
It'll be really interesting to see what the truth is at the end of the game, but for now, the odds are Sheem is the fool. I mean, if he's not scared of dying, it also might mean that his role's ability was completed at the first night. True. True.
It's not just mustard, it's
But he didn't die. So, at this point, because he didn't die, he's either the fool or he was protected by the devil's advocate. So I don't think it's that one. It's one of those two. Either he's on the evil team and they played the devil's advocate really, really well, or he's the fool.
I don't think you can swim in hot chocolate.
In the world in your head, it's a totally fair deduction. Erdenshire, that doesn't make me feel any better. Erdenshire comes in, you're like, I'm watching everybody's perspective, and in the world that's in your head, that makes sense. I'm not going to tell you about everybody else's world where that makes no sense whatsoever. I'm not going to read into that. I'm going to be a little upset if that has actual meaning and that there's you're telling me something there that maybe you didn't intend to be telling me, but I'm not going to look into that further. So Sheem's the fool. Juarez is the artist. Juarez is telling the truth. These are my claims right now. It's universally true. It should be prepended to any outside info you might hear that has no meaning. We try. We try. All right. So, do we need to protect Flair again? Maybe. Is there anybody else who's a target that we want to keep alive? Well, I don't have a strong... Let's think about this. So, our big targets is Furrow, Caesar, Mag, and Medion. So, do I feel like I want to protect... Well, they're not going to be the targets for tonight. There are targets for town. So I'm thinking about this wrong. Is there anybody that the demon would want to get out of their way based on what everybody shared and said today? Juarez made a big claim. Juarez is dead. Rue made a big claim. Rue is dead. I've been pretty quiet. I don't think... well, I can't protect myself anyway, so it doesn't matter. Sheem is confirmed pretty much to be the fool. Would there be any reason that the evil team would want to remove him, be whether he's the fool or actually on their team and they want to metagame this? I can't think of anything, but my mind is kind of mush when it comes to Sheem right now. I don't know if with the information we learned does anything in addition to just pretty much ruling out one player as good. I haven't really spoken to Gob or Jiro, so I don't know if there's any reason that they would have a target on their head. I'm honestly at this point just leaning towards protecting Flare again. Flare still tells us he has learned information and says that he said the artist information was really useful, but of course it's useful. Flash, thank you for the sunglasses. Welcome in.
Hello, Pseudo.
Hello. You have a green cloud following you. Oh, it has to be different from last night, doesn't it? It does. I forgot about that rule while I was making my...
Yep, it has to be...
Hold on, what?
Doesn't it?
The monk? I thought it was.
The monk's ability states each night choose a player, not yourself.
Oh, just not yourself.
Oh, just not myself. Oh, okay. Okay.
Not yourself, sorry about that.
Oh, okay. See, I'm making up rules in my head now. Yeah, we'll keep it on Flare.
Keep it on Flare? Very well, then. See you in the morning.
Good night. I'd like to see this ability proc to suggest we're on the right track. It's a low chance of it happening, but it'll make me feel good if the person that I protected ended up trying to get eliminated, because that means I can probably trust that person is actually good. I have an idea on why someone could try to make those kinds of claims, but I'll save it for after the game if I remember. All right, Erdenshire, I'm gonna ping you and find out. So write that down. I want to know your thoughts on this for sure. Okay, so I don't even know, with all these notes that I took, what to focus on. We didn't learn anything new about Flare that I can remember. Sheem's the fool. Goblin has claimed they do nothing right now, but we haven't talked to them since, really. Clef says they do not learn information. We should probably look at the roles and see if we can narrow that down. Rue supported weird science, then claimed to be the clockmaker, claimed to get a 1. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about that. So as the clockmaker, you start knowing how many steps from the demon it is to the nearest minion. His 1 suggests they're next to each other. That's the claim there. Clef says that they do not learn information. That, we should have clarified, does that mean you don't learn information at the start? You don't learn information further on? I'm going to assume it just means you did not learn information, which means they are not the librarian, the clockmaker, the grandmother, the fortune teller, the empath, the undertaker. It could be the gambler. I'd say the gambler, you learn information if you gamble, but you don't get told it directly. It could be with Clef's reaction is saying, like, all right, well, I'll make the same claim. They would be smart enough to think about the gambler, if they are the gambler role, and be like, well, technically I'm not learning the information. I'm inferring the information based on the events that happened to me. So I'd say Clef could be the gambler. Clef is not the artist. Clef could be the slayer. The fool, but we're ruling that out because we're pretty sure that that's what Sheem is. Although Clef was the one that nominated Sheem, so I don't know if Clef is actually the fool and making some complicated game plays there, but I don't even know if any such plays exist, so I'm not going to dig into that. Gambler, Slayer. Can't be the Raven Keeper. Could be the Mayor. Could, of course, be the Drunk. Anybody could be the Drunk. Could be the Recluse. Could be the Saint. And could be the Moonchild. And, of course, could be one of the evil players. But we don't really have a reason to go into that because they could be any evil player, and just claiming to be a role that doesn't learn information is easy. So there's a lot of possibilities. We've got 6 possibilities there that they are good. What's this? There's hugs being offered in chat? Nice glasses, thank you. I wish that they moved with my face. I know that it's something I planned on, like, making work that way, and then I just never got around to it, and I decided I would just put it in the way it works now. I know how to do it mostly. I know I just need to actually watch a tutorial on the tool. I know where I'm supposed to go to do it. It's new. I'm using the full version of VitaTube right now, and I have to remake the model using the full version, which could also do a bunch of other cool stuff, but I'm not there yet. Anchoring. It involves anchoring pieces to other pieces. Okay. I did take a note that Medion and Gob, that Medion wanted to run and speak to Gob, and it was very urgent. They're like, I can't talk to you, I need to speak to Gob. That probably doesn't mean anything at this point. Everybody's talked to some people. Everybody's probably eager to go talk to somebody they spoke to yesterday. Juarez really wanted to talk to me. Flair really wanted to talk to me, so that could mean anything. And Jiro really wanted to talk to Clef, but then Jiro ended up coming to me and asking about Clef, so we're just going to assume that doesn't go any deeper, and Jiro just really wanted to know, why did Clef and I speak? It is interesting that Jiro wanted to know so badly why we spoke. And it could just be that they latched onto that and they're just like, I just want to know. That was something really interesting that happened to me, that I noticed happened. I want to go ask. But the fact that it stood out to them, I mean, do I want to dig into that? I don't know. So, it'll be interesting to see who dies tonight. And then we're going to go speak to Juarez and Flair immediately upon waking up. Well, at least Juarez. Juarez really wants to speak. I assume Flair will come with, which is starting to make us look like a really dangerous trio. So that probably keeps us alive, though, at night. Because if the evil team notices that and is like, these people are making themselves a target by constantly talking, they're like, let's keep that target on them. Why am I always facing backwards?
Yeah, same. I immediately looked to my left and just Jiro staring into my eyes every time.
Good morning, Ravenswood Bluff.
By my eyes.
No, it's a great,
Except
it's a
for
great morning greeting. It's just every morning it's happening.
Pseudo.
Next to my face.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, on fire even up, dude.
That's rough.
I did
Okay,
not
there we
see
go.
this coming.
All right. You'll have a bit over minutes for private discussions.
Okay.
Well, Juarez, you still want to talk?
Can I join?
Juarez can make the call on that.
First, just Pseudo and I.
Okay.
So, I was told that Clef was good. So,
You were told that Clef was good.
Yes. I have not confirmed it for myself yet.
So you heard from someone else?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would still say the best course of action for tonight is vote out Mag.
Yeah, I don't have any reason to suspect Clef. I'm actually going to go talk to them. I don't have I don't think I have a good reason to hide my role at this point. I was the monk.
Okay.
I didn't even know there was a target on my head.
Yeah, you
not
couldn't
that I
defend yourself.
Not that I could have defended myself anyway, but I was literally talking at night, and I was like, I don't even think I'm a target right now. In fact, I thought
I was thankful I used my artist ability first thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I used it like right after you, me, and Flair made that alliance.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Clef real quick. I don't really have any other plans for who to talk to at this point.
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
Okay. Me? Can Clef join?
Sure.
Well, never mind. He got distracted. Hi.
You're empath.
What was that?
I'm your empath.
Okay. Well, I was the monk. There will be no more protections for the rest of the game.
Okay.
The thing
I will
is,
say there.
Go ahead.
There might be a poisoner in the game. I have gotten 1, 0, 0. And neither of my neighbors claim to be a recluse. Could be a spy, potentially.
Okay.
But that's the thing. Or I could be drunk. One of the two.
Okay. I wish that me being targeted would help narrow down who it could be. I didn't even think that there was a reason for anybody to suspect me. But I guess it's worth listing who I spoke to. I told several people, basically, I'm not a role that gets information. And I told that to Juarez, Flair, Sheem, Goblin, and Clef.
Clef was a suspect to me, but
so
I was kind of pushing on the clockmaker information and the potential artist information too.
So Juarez trusts Clef. It didn't say why. I was actually going to go speak to Clef. I don't have any reason to distrust them at this point.
They claimed Saint to me.
They did.
See what they claim to you.
Well, that aligns with what they claimed to me. They just they agreed with what I told them. They said, "Okay, I will tell you, I'm also a role that does not learn information." So that lines up. So they claimed Saint to you. They claim they don't learn information to me. They claim, and Juarez trusts them for some reason. So, I mean, if we take it at face value, Clef's not a target in my mind.
For now, yeah. Like I said, could still be a spy, but or just minion loving.
For sure. Sheem wants us to come out. Okay. What?
I need to talk to you.
Okay, back in here. What?
What were you?
I was the monk, and I will not be protecting anybody else for the rest of the game.
That's why they killed you.
But
somehow they figured out. They figured out you were the monk somehow.
But I didn't. Nobody ever got protected. Nobody ever didn't die. So they don't even know there's a monk in play. All I told people so far was that I'm a role that does not learn information. That is the only thing I have told anybody, that exact same line the whole time.
Because since it was just proven I was the fool, it would have made sense to kill me last night and get rid of a good person, but they didn't. They killed you.
No, because they know that your role can't do anything. So they just picked someone else at random, I think.
But why? But why?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they figured it out and they had a reason to target me, or if it was just poor luck.
Rue might want to talk to you as well. He's in the church, I think.
There's a lot of people in the church, but I'll go over there.
Would you like to talk?
I don't know if we have anything more to talk about.
Okay, well, Rue's busy. Clef, let's talk.
What's your deal? Yeah.
I'm here too.
If
What's
that's
your deal, Sito?
So you are the saint, or at least you have claimed to be to others.
100%. What are you?
The monk. Well, I was.
You're the monk? Okay, I believe you. I'm the mayor.
You just told someone else something else.
Yes, because I think they're evil.
I believe Clef is good.
You believe Clef is good?
Based on info I got from...
I'm pretty sure I've told an evil player anyways, so I'm the mayor, but I am outwardly claiming saint.
Based on info I got, he's good.
Okay.
I think it's Mag and the person next to Mag.
I think it's Meg and Sesa.
That lines up with all the information we've got so far, but yes, it's time to go.
Yeah.
Yes, things may go.
Mayor can have a reason to be squirrely. It's absolutely true. Mayor can have a reason to be squirrely. 100%. It's a good role to want to hide and stay alive.
It's discussion time, Jiro.
Come on, Jiro. We can discuss in public. What do you want to talk about?
Also, Sheen, you don't have to vocalize this, but did you get a hold of the person we talked about?
Public discussions will be open for a minute, and then nominations will open.
That was interesting. So Rue really wanted to talk to me, and told Sheem that Rue wants to talk. That they want to talk to me. Why would that be?
Go for it.
All right, Sheem. I was meaning to ask you this in private, but Sheem, I would like to ask, why were you so confident to die 2 times in a row? So you either know that you're a fool, or you know that you're protected by the DA. So I would like you to explain yourself.
I'm a fool, baby.
Hard claim day 1. Yep.
I'm a silly little fool.
I have reason to suspect that there is either a poisoner or a spy in this game.
Why is that?
Whoa.
That information might be tampered with.
I think it would be useful if you told us what that was.
I don't see myself getting anything different on your empath with 1, 0, 0.
How do you feel about that?
I don't like it.
Yeah. After the 1, 0, 0.
1,
I think
0,
we should kill
0.
Caesar.
I think we should kill Caesar.
You're the drunk? Question
And I
mark?
don't trust this side.
I agree.
I'll put it that way.
1, 0, 0, and nothing has happened.
Hold on. Let me pull up. I have.
Hello.
So one would point to Clef or Meg, and then they got a 0 and a 0.
Right there.
Yeah.
She's up there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hi. Over there.
Hi. I would like to take my Slayer shot. We have 1 minute to discuss.
Ooh. Well, can you basically see where I went with the clockmaker artist information? It's like if the 1 is true, it's like,
Well, so we have 1 minute to discuss. Who should I shoot?
One of those two over there.
50-50 coin cost between Furrow and Mag.
Furrow.
I think Mag is in there.
No, I feel like
You literally confirmed and said that one of the 4 players are the demon.
yes, but I also cleared Furrow.
You cleared Furrow.
Because
I
the
was
artist got a
given.
yes or no question asking if one of the new players who are joining the search.
This information is wrong. Is Furrow one of the 4?
So
Yes,
the only
but I
reason
also
the only
cleared
reason why I
with Furrow
think you shouldn't
roll.
shoot Mag is because I think the game will end, and I don't want it to end yet.
That is a horrible reason to not shoot Meg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Is it possible?
Alright, well, hold on. Well then, Mag, do you have any defense or anything that would cause for your side?
Mag's a demon. I do not think Mag's a demon.
I'm going to shoot Meg.
Shoot me, do it now. Please give me a moment.
Shoot.
Do you claim Slayer and shoot Mag?
Yes, I am shooting Meg. I will use a crossbow.
I didn't get to say my piece.
+3 to slay demons.
Still want to
and
tell
steady aim.
everybody.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good combo.
Oh no.
Meteon takes out their improved special crossbow and good arrows, aims at Mag, fires, and nothing happens.
I duck a dodge.
Damn.
Alright, well, there you go.
What was on the drunk?
Nominations are
I'm gonna
now
nominate.
open.
Oh dear.
Let's go
Help
say
but
that.
notice
Yeah.
that on the right side of me, everyone's very much alive. I wonder why that is.
Kagan, I pseudo nominate Meg.
You are
Oh, I am
dead,
dead. I'm
pseudo,
fucking
you-
dead. Well, can I tell somebody why they should?
I am Mr. Flair nominates
You
Gob.
can tell.
Why?
What was that, Flair?
I am Mr. Flair nominates Gob.
Why?
Mr. Flair
Interesting.
nominates Gob.
Interesting.
Please tell us why.
Unbelievable, I was dead.
Based on all the bullshit that has gone on so far that we have seen, Sheem survived. Furrow's been cleared. Max has had a glancing blow. I don't know shit about you two, but due to one information that may or may not have been double poisoned, one person is standing next to each other. If the artist is actually false and there's not actually one of the new players, then that means one person standing next to him is actually evil. The only one who I have not been able to confirm anything with is Gob, which means of one person standing next to anything could be them. Actually, no, confirm that.
No,
Artists-
because I'm surrounded by fast players.
Flare builds deeper rabbit
As I
holes
said,
than
it could be poison, wrong information, which means you're standing alone. They weren't actually standing next to anyone.
All right, Gob, your rebuttal.
That makes
I
no
am
sense.
confused, and none of that tracks. That is my rebuttal.
That is a very safe rebuttal.
That's
Yeah.
very safe.
Hold on. Is Jiro, are you perhaps the recluse?
If I was the recluse, I would have said it day one, but no, I
It
am
is
not.
Jiro's MO there, is to claim recluse day one,
can-
so.
I can say the soft claims that I did on day one if it helps a good team. I'm the gambler, the slayer, or the moonchild.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That is
All
very
right.
good information.
You will need 5 votes to put Gob on the block, starting with Flare.
Hero. If you were the latter, pick me.
What?
Okay.
Thank you.
They say Moonchild Hook. Them. Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
I don't like any of this.
I don't think
That's
that would
true.
be necessary.
This is lining up to be another evil win.
I figure you're gonna push
100%. No, I 100% think it is.
Is not enough to put
If I
Gob
live-
on the block.
Did you live? Dead player. Death is not the end of Ravenswood Bluff. Speaking of death, I nominate Seiza.
All right. Clef
Oh, no.
nominates Seiza.
Is it just me with everyone else's physics? Your ears are going
Please
nuts,
tell
your
us
ears are
why.
going nuts, your wings are going nuts.
Physics are going weird.
That's usually on your end. Seiza,
Yes.
Seiza, your information doesn't make sense, and you're claiming the same role as someone else who I trust more than you. I'm sorry.
Oh, what?
Really?
Seiza's in a double claim.
All right.
Interesting.
Seiza,
Then you need to
please,
out the-
your rebuttal.
You need to out the other person immediately. First off. Secondly, you claimed a role that doesn't want to die. That's really suspect. It's also coincidental that the 2 people that I kind of pushed onto yesterday want me dead. I am your empath, the true empath, with a 100. I outed my information because I figured I wouldn't get any more, because obviously my neighbors aren't dying. So if there is a double claim, you need to out the fake empath.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
have both Clef and Seiza with an app claim.
Wait,
So
Yeah, I don't think I do need to do that.
No.
All right.
I
You
don't
need
know why
fi-
your information would have changed.
You'll need
Because
5
of a
votes
possible spy.
to put Seiza on the block, starting with Mag.
I don't know if I want to vote on that. It's not a bad argument.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm
sure
still
they
very
are.
suspicious of Meg.
Huh?
Evil's voting on this.
Okay.
I don't think Evil's voting on this one.
Yeah.
I think Evil's voting on this one.
I think Evil's voting on this. It didn't.
Do you
didn't have a
trust
hand
your
up,
own information or
and
do you
that was still
not?
more than-
5 is enough
do.
to put Seiza on the block.
I'm just confused now.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Sam.
I will explain tomorrow.
Hey, Kagan.
Explain
Yes.
right fucking now.
I would like to claim Slayer and shoot Medion.
Oh.
Bro.
That is why.
Player aims a crossbow at Medion, fires, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Why
It's
was
Mag.
that the shot?
Yeah, that's
Why
mad.
did you shoot Mag?
Sheem, if you are a good player, nominate Meg and give me the goddamn floor.
Nominations are still open.
What the fuck?
I nominate
Narrow
Mag.
it down. Besides, you didn't want it to end that quickly, now did you?
Sheem? What was that?
I nominate
No, I
Mag.
didn't. You're right.
Oh my lord.
Wasn't Mag already nominated?
All right.
Yeah, Mag's already been nominated.
I think I've
No,
been
they haven't
nominated
been.
already.
No, they have not
You've
been.
been shot at by a Slayer.
It was a Slayer shot.
Sheem nominates Mag. Please tell us why.
Take it away.
If our clockmaker information is to be trusted, we have a pair. If our information from Juarez is to be trusted, it's one of our new players. That could be Caesar and Mag, or Mag and Medion. And it's very suspicious that Medion would claim to be Slayer, pointed at Mag, who is our demon, and of course it misses because it was a false Slayer, which has now been further supported by Furrow's claim as a Slayer as well.
Okay.
All right, Mag, your rebuttal.
Well, I'm just going to tell you the information I have so far, and the town can decide off of that. First night, I
think we lost Jiro.
Oh.
We lost Jiro.
Oh,
yeah.
Holding.
We will hold up.
You're lucky.
All right,
you have
we'll
time
hold
to
off.
build your argument.
No, I don't. I'm not very good at arguing. I hate arguing.
Says we'll recap for Jiro.
Oh my god.
All right.
All right, we are going to. All right, we are going to take a 5-minute break while Jiro reconnects and reloads.
Yes,
No
sounds like a
discussing the game currently as it is, please.
I am going back to playing Pokemon.
This is really unfortunate, Erdenshire. This is really unfortunate. Hey, dude, I was making food, and now the garlic bread rice I was making now has blood on it because you cut your hand. Oh my god, Cairo, be careful.
I wish I could make that one eventually.
Tell you what, I need to learn how to make this game run better because I'm running at a crispy 15 FPS.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
we're working on it. We're troubleshooting ways that we can improve it. We haven't found anything yet.
It's Resonite as a game is still in progress.
Yeah.
Optimizations are they're in the pipeline, but yeah, it doesn't run the best right now.
It
Well,
was.
see, my thing is,
Yeah.
if I can't find an optimization, I'll just have to start playing this on desktop rather than being in VR because it's looking as choppy as fuck like this.
It's not that much better on desktop. I've been getting like 30.
Yeah.
It's funny. I actually.
30's better than 10.
True. But also, I get 170 when we're in the loading world, like before we come into the game, like we're all just standing around the lecterns, just waiting for the game to start, 170. So I just tank like 70% once we get into the actual game world.
I'm getting like 40
So,
FPS.
I'm gonna try
in
something
VR.
real quick since we're just sitting here anyways.
Yes.
So can you look at your frames?
Yes.
Okay.
I have my frames in VR pulled up too if you want.
Can everybody look at their frames? This would be a really good test. Can everyone write down what you're seeing? Like, just look in any direction, doesn't really matter. Write down or remember, like, about where you're at. And then...
25.
Yeah, 40.
I'm pretty steady.
I'm at 40.
So I would like
Pretty
for
steady.
all of you to, like, just put in, like, the Discord, like, what you were at before and then what you will be at once I say go.
Okay.
I need to find it.
I'm watching.
Due to
Core.
physics breaking, I'm even less than I'm supposed to be.
It's funny watching your model occasionally break.
Ready?
Yes.
Just verifying that this is correct. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Check it.
Ooh. Okay.
Same.
No change.
Yeah, same.
It went up for a while, then it dropped back down.
It went down and up.
Okay,
and then went
that was a sharp
Yeah.
a slight jump.
For a second, yeah.
Yeah, I did just 17.
Down, then up. Yeah.
I went. Okay, where do you want the information put?
If it
Jiro is asking for an invite on Discord.
I will give them an invite. If it didn't change, you don't have to put anything in the Discord.
Oh, there we go.
I already put mine, but
it did not change.
Mine physics are breaking right now, so I don't know. I think that's affecting my FPS because your ears are stuck up, like wiggling. Mags has stopped wiggling for the time being, but then also Ari, your wings were just going fucking nutty.
So
Yeah, it's just
here's
you.
the thing, Flair. The game has decided that you're not allowed to see real physics anymore since you're under 10 frames a second. So, I mean, I support the game's decision for this. Like, I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah.
How dare?
That is
How
a symptom
fucking
of having
dare?
low frames in my experience.
It was kind of funny. Ari and I were trying to troubleshoot this FPS situation like a couple nights ago, and I was like, just find me during the day. Just when you pop up, I'll know that you've changed a world setting, and I'll just tell you a yes or no whether my FPS is improved. That way you're not like pulling me away during the day. And chat was like, yeah, that won't be suspicious at all. You're talking with someone, and the storyteller just appears, and you just go, yes, and then they disappear.
My God.
Yes.
Yes. Do it.
Yes.
Take them out. Is Jiro on their way? Did you send an invite?
I sent an invite. There's a very funny discussion in the Discord where Jiro said, "Can I please get an invite?" And then the responses were 40, 40, 30, 30, 50, 47, 53, 50. And Jiro said, "What?"
I explained it, don't worry.
What? The giant text. Oh my god.
Just the
Beautiful timing. Beautiful.
capital fully. What?
Cairo, I'm sad you're eating bloody garlic bread. That does not sound good.
Get the fuck back here!
I can't lie though. If the garlic bread was perfect in every other way, I'd probably eat it too. I wouldn't say no to my own garlic bread.
Yeah, they're loading. They're loading still.
They're loading.
Back to Pokemon.
They're loading. They're loading. They exist. It's so dark down here.
Yeah. Slightly. At least we glow.
Yes. Now's your chance to admit you're the demon and end this. Okay, bye.
Pseudo,
Don't stick your dick in clay.
What?
What was that, pseudo?
Did I hear
I am
pseudo?
going to slap you when I see you IRL, Flare.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
Painful clay.
Sorry, I can never get behind dolls.
What was the question for me?
That has nothing to do with
question.
dolls.
You just came back and don't stick your dick in clay.
Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Played up swing.
Wait, when it's wet, dry, or both?
Yes.
I mean, if you do it when it's wet, you're making a mold, so.
Yeah, see?
You could sell that, market it.
Oh god.
Where?
Okay, we've gone too far.
Where's our bean? The bean, where's the bean?
Fell through the
cracks.
God, no.
Oh no.
No, not that. Rude.
Boom, 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 dead and boom, boom.
Oh my god.
Boom, boom, dead and dead.
You can do it. I believe in you.
It's
so dark over here, Jesus.
It is so dark over there.
Enter into darkness.
Flare, your 10 FPS might not let you get back. Be careful. He's gonna get lost down there.
There we go.
Why do you have all the juicy information every time? Coming to me, I got more, I got more, I got more.
Phases through my camera.
Probably because I play social games very well.
Yeah, that's true.
So that it brightens up the area a bit. Is it okay to cancel the vote and then restart it once Jiro actually gets back? Because I think it's having a problem getting here.
You can do whatever you want.
All right.
They're
So
there.
make sure it doesn't break anything.
I hope.
Wait.
I'll screenshot it after the game because there's stuff in my chat.
Oh, fair, yeah.
Yeah, fair.
It sounds right. Flare's gonna get abused. What?
Who to call out?
Here, I'm gonna brighten it up. Hopefully we can now see a bit.
Oh, garlic rice and chicken. I don't know why I've had garlic bread on the mind.
Well, again.
That's good too. I would eat
Pseudo,
my
it's
garlic
still
rice
low,
and
right?
chicken.
You didn't get a change in the last 2 minutes.
No, I did not.
Okay.
Hey,
I
Can we
found
turn off
another
the
thing to
rain?
delete.
Yeah, the rain actually. The rain probably does make things worse. I'm not seeing 40s anymore.
But you can kind of turn it off, I think.
Yeah.
So you're up to 50?
There's a rain up and a rain down, guys. You can
No.
make it 0. Or 20%, I guess.
I'm still at 40.
I was at 44 with dips to 33, and now I'm at 37 with dips into the high 20s.
Oh, great. So
Yeah,
it's
it
gotten worse.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it goes up during nominations. I thought I mentioned that yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Um,
rain brings me down a couple frames too.
Okay.
That's weird. because
Welcome back, Jiro.
It
How
does
much
not
of
happen
the
to me unless I'm
accusation
looking at
and rebuttal did you catch?
to like 30.
The rain's kind of messing with me.
Hold up,
We might as
folks.
well redo it.
Jiro?
Cairo.
Sorry about the selection.
You had garlic bread yesterday and cut your hand making that too?
You are
need to put
muted
the
and I
knives
can't
down.
hear you. Double check your voice.
Oh, fuck. Okay. There.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
I was asking how
Hi.
much of the accusation and then rebuttal you heard.
Yes, I was at the part where she nominated Mag as a proxy for Pseudo, and then Pseudo said his entire piece about basing his information, and then I crashed spectacularly, and I started speculating with the gunmates.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we are going to set this nomination back up.
Reset. Yep.
Sheem nominates
Meg. Yes.
Mag.
Yeah, there you go.
Now get to the.
Mag, if you would like to repeat your rebuttal,
Yeah,
please.
I was going to say that before we had to stop. Yes. I am your fortune teller. Night 1, I did Clef and Pseudo, and I got a yes. Night 2, I did Clef and Siza, and got a yes. Night 3, I did Goob and Sheem, and got a no.
I just don't believe it.
Who was night 2? Sorry.
That is odd.
Clef and Siza.
That would go
Yeah.
against the artist.
As a yes, correct.
I would love to see more live votes on this. I don't think we need to burn the votes, but
That's a good
that's up to
idea.
y'all.
I mean,
That's up to y'all.
that's up to the ghosts.
Yeah,
I'm putting mine down.
How many
right
votes
now.
do we need?
It will- 5 to tie.
You'll need.
6 to execute.
Well, there you go. I'm keeping mine up.
5 to tie.
If anybody else alive wants to vote, I'll take mine down. And you should vote. All evidence points
You'll
to
need
Meg.
5 to tie.
I'm gonna vote
6
myself.
to put Mag
There we go.
up for execution, starting with
Go.
Medion.
There we go.
Which makes
Pseudo, don't please confuse.
Yeah, if you want to, it's not the
it's natural to be confused.
I'm not dropping the tie or anything. I'm not gonna do anything like that. I'm gonna leave it up. That's it.
I don't think it is.
Make it Pseudo, burn it.
If it is a maggot size
Is enough to put Mag on the
or
block.
median.
Which we should have just left it at
Squinting
Seiza
you
instead of
less.
burning a
You're not
ghost
fully
vote.
in the clear. I'm squinting at you less now.
Are there any more nominations today?
Yes. Meg is gonna nominate Clef.
You know I had
please.
to do it.
All right. Mag nominates Clef.
Based on conversations with Clef earlier and another individual who both claimed the exact same 2 outsider roles. I believe the other person is the outsider. Clef said that he was mayor and then said he was going to claim saint if he went up. So I want to see what he really wants to say, what he is, based off of my yeses, the 2 nights in a row. Thank you.
All right. Clef, your rebuttal.
Mag, you bring up a really good point. My claims have been a little shaky, so I would like to clear all of that up right here and now. Hard claim to the entire town. I am the goblin. Thank you. I can't click the torch. No.
That's
What's that
It's not on script. Don't,
I'm being
don't
silly.
worry
I'm
about
being
it.
silly.
It's
I'm
not
being
on
silly.
script.
All right.
That's the most evilest thing I ever heard in my life.
I mean, I can't disagree.
Goblin needs votes.
I honestly think my first nomination was the right way, but I get information from this either way.
I kind of think the evil team might just be Mag, Midion, and Seiza, but we'll see. I think that either way, this execution gives us good information. Mag, not me.
You think the risky item is you trying to drink while cook or cook while drunk?
You're not telling us what your
Yes,
role is,
I would
man.
agree.
That's
Don't
not
do
good.
that.
Nope.
Yep. That's not good. That's
It's not-
Starting with Seiza.
I wanted to
says I'm
get
not.
something out, and I'm not getting it, so it's up to town now.
Erdenshire says, I'm not sure the knives are the risky item, but the garlic, you're right,
I
there
mean,
is a
because I'm
consistent
basing
element
other
at play
information
here.
off, and I
It
think
always,
Clef has just got the glancing blow for that you've picked the right evil players, but Clef has been the good side the whole time out of the two pick. You've got a yes and yes, but you've picked the other players out of it.
I think if anything, Seiza, your numbers could very well be explained by you being poisoned from night 2 on, and night 1 was sober.
which would also point to
Alright,
Meg.
1 is not enough.
I can be permanent poison. That's true.
Are there any more nominations?
This way, I'm probably dead.
I'm
Tonight,
confused.
so-
Median would like to nominate Furrow.
And
So
we
many
already did that.
nominations.
Yeah, that's fine.
How it goes.
Because Mag and Medion are in cahoots, and they're trying to put it at anybody other than Mag right now.
Neon nominates Furrow. Please tell us why.
So when I was talking to Clef earlier, Clef told me that they think it's either Seiza or Furrow. Clef wanted me to shoot Furrow, but everyone else wanted me to shoot Meg, so I shot Meg. Then Furrow claimed Slayer to shoot at me.
Yeah.
And I'm either poison drunk or I don't even know, but Clef had already told me that it was between those two, so I don't know what's going on anymore. Okay, it worked for me.
You know, I had an early against Furrow. Sorry, I'm voting.
Same.
Furrow,
Okay,
your
so
rebuttal?
Furrow.
2 words. Minion panic. I can't click the candle.
You gotta aim for the top. You gotta aim for like the wick.
The wick, yeah.
Can you explain it for the,
It's not working out.
It's not working for the
It's weird.
Listen,
All right.
if we execute Mag and the game doesn't die, then we can look to. Sorry, if we execute Mag and the game doesn't end, then we can look towards Furrow. But I think this just lines up with all our information. Like, I think we can look this way after we take this off the board.
All right.
We have 9
You'll
minutes.
need-
We have time.
You will need 6 votes.
I don't know,
yes. Okay. You will need 6 votes to tie, 7 to put Furrow on the block.
On the other hand,
Starting
I don't want
with
the game
Clef.
to end.
You made your choice there, Clef.
It can always be a Scarlet Woman.
With so many left alive, though, I still think there's enough evil to just wipe the board if a vote doesn't go through for something.
Hey, if the game does end, it's early enough, we could probably get enough for another game.
It's almost midnight. I don't know about that.
Oh, we've been going since.
Yeah, it's been almost 2 hours now.
It's been over an hour.
Yeah.
Plus. They're not gonna do it.
Mhm. All right. 4 is not enough. Last call for nominations.
I thought nominations had been made. Really?
Not really, no.
Listen, I hope the game doesn't end here.
Ending in 5. Oh, okay. Resonite. You're fine. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jingly jangly.
Jingly
Mag.
So jingle.
Mag, you have been set for execution. How would you like to die?
What's super dark? Let me think.
Space.
The well.
No, I will go to one that got a good reaction that time. I'm gonna get garroted to death.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, an old classic.
Yeah.
Mag. And out of nowhere behind Mag, a hooded, masked figure sneaks up and garrotes and executes Mag, and the executioner slips back into the darkness.
Wow.
He's been here the whole time?
Yes.
He's in the darkness. Come after you next.
Mag
I've been here the
has
whole time.
it
Oh my god.
and
Steve
dies.
the Garroter.
Oh god.
Oh,
And
wow.
Oh.
Nice.
the game is over.
Yes.
Game.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
But how did it end?
Down too much, though.
It was a
Meg is actually the
Alright,
saint
so-
we lost.
No. We'll do a quick reveal. We'll start with our grandmother.
Grandma.
Our grandmother.
We did it,
Mr.
Chad.
Flair.
We absolutely
willed the
did
choice
it.
into existence and learned that Jiro was their grandchild,
I was trying to talk to them for
the
3 days.
Moonchild.
Oh my god, you poor thing.
Very nice.
Oh
Uh,
no.
How appropriate.
Juarez was your artist who asked if the demon was one of the players that was not with us yesterday. I debated between whether answering this or not and felt it is a fair question. It is a bit metagamey, but that happens in this game. It's one of those kind of tough decision ones. I understand it not being a great question for metagame knowledge, but yeah.
It's just narrowing down specific players.
He could have just
Yeah.
asked, is the demon Pharaoh Seiza Mag or Medion?
True.
It
It would be the same thing, basically. True.
Very good question, though. Like, kudos to you for picking that question.
Let's see. Your first execution.
Okay, Kagan.
Huh? Yeah.
Do you mind if I reveal pseudo when it's time?
Yes.
Fun thing to say.
I'll save
Yeah.
pseudo for when you
What
would like to
about me?
reveal.
I don't like
No,
this.
whenever you're ready.
Were you the imp and you fucking killed yourself?
No! I was probably fucking drunk. I don't know.
Town's first execution was Mr. Rue, your actual clockmaker, not your mayor, as that was Clef. Your actual mayor.
Oh my god.
We're honest.
Let's see. All
I'm
right.
not sure how much this mayor actually helped town. Just saying.
All right, we had 2 slayers in town apparently,
Apparently, yes.
but only one of them was the actual slayer.
Joe, you
Medion,
crashed. No.
your poisoner, and Furrow
I'm so
was your
sorry.
actual slayer.
You're right.
Yeah.
Medion chose. Who was first night? I'm trying to remember who you chose like one.
It was Clef, Seiza, and then Seiza.
How dare
Right,
you?
it was Clef first. That's right.
There it is.
You were totally right. You were totally right.
Preying on the veterans. I love
A
it.
Seiza got 2 good nights of information and 1 bad night on the first night. Or two bad nights, 1 good night. Sorry, reverse that. Other way around, yes.
Can we just say, like, how beautiful those poisons were? Come on.
Yeah, those are.
Yes.
That was
They were nice.
Oh god, Audie, raid, not. Hold on. Let me finish this reveal, then I'll get you. Hi, Audie. Hi, Raiders.
Hi, Raiders.
Getting rated is fun during those.
Second execution was for science on your fool. So science was had and
Science wins.
Science won that night.
Science rules.
Bill.
Let's see.
Sheen.
Let's see. We'll go with Gob. Was the other minion, your devil's advocate. That unfortunately could not protect Mag on the night or on the day.
Wow.
And of course, as is obvious,
Yes. Very
Mag
obvious.
was your imp.
Fingers.
Why am I last? What did I
All right,
do?
hit reveal on pseudo.
Hit reveal on Pseudo? All right.
Yes, Pseudo was your monk who protected Flare twice and then was targeted by the demon at night. There will be no more protection for the rest of this game, they stated, unaware that there was none to start because they're drunk.
Let's fucking go.
That makes sense.
That was
There had to be a drunk somewhere, right?
No idea what it was. I was like, I'll pick
Who did you
Sitting
pick?
next to the demon drunk?
Me? I was going back and forth between Medion and Mag.
Press the win button.
You fucking would.
Well, like, I didn't know what else to do.
And good has triumphed today.
Idea of
The good team
gaslighting.
has won.
That's fair.
I'm on the team tonight.
Let's go! I am so impressed by everybody who played this game. There was some good plays, some really good moves this game. I can't believe I actually, like, it made sense to me and I wasn't just completely wildly off base with my world building.
To get information.
Oh my god. Erdishire, this is huge. I actually understood what was going on.
Yeah.
Can we get a huge thank you for Kagan? You're amazing storyteller.
Thank you, Kagan!
And then we can get a mayor win.
And for sure, a huge round of applause for all of you, because as Pseudo stated, I mean, amazing deduction, amazing plays by both the good and evil team. That poisoning, oh my gosh. Plus double slayer? Oh, that was so spicy.
That's good.
I did tell Leon, don't do it. Don't do it.
Is probably the
It's
way
gonna
to
make
put
us look
it.
really
Yeah, I
sad.
thought you were the grandma.
Did you not get the
I am still in shock.
I told them about
I was fully prepared for Mag to die, for the game to continue, and for me to go tonight and be like, all right, chat, for the fourth stream in a row, I am wildly lost.
No, so I had slight more like notion for Mag and them, because 2 times in a row when I was wandering looking for houses, both of them were in a room alone talking to each other.
Starting to pay attention to that kind. I was actually suspicious of Gob for a similar reason. I noticed that Gob was one of the people that was kind of lingering, not really sure what to do, kind of like they're a minion that can't talk to their demon. I was like, got my eyes on you. Yes, do that.
It was really funny that you would protect me though, and I was like, if I had known that you were a monk, even if you were the drunk monk, I would have said protect Jiro, because if Jiro died, I would have died.
Yeah, I never told anybody my fake role, because I never fully trusted anyone enough to be like, I am this. So
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I was suspicious of Flare the whole game.
You fucking would be.
Listen, there was only like literally 3 or 4 seconds of screaming. Like, I expect in a Flare game for like a full 5 minutes of screaming.
No, there was a lot of screaming.
But like
Listen,
5 minutes.
I've been running at a chunky 10 to 15 FPS this whole fucking time. I can't scream when my game looks like a slideshow.
You can though. You can. In fact, it can like enhance the screaming.
This was standard Flare gameplay as far as I'm concerned. Every single time Flare did a nomination, it was just word vomit, and everybody else was like, "What did you just say? You just said a million things really, really fast."
No one listens.
You're so
I mean, they were
fast.
great. They were great nominations.
Well,
They were good nominations.
I need to spiel everything. The candle only lasts like 15 seconds.
True.
I got a word vomit.
True.
I mean, it was so much condensed information. It was like, you know, feeding town like one of those like mega like thick protein bars. It's like, yeah, eat this. All right, now make a decision. And they're like, I'm still chewing.
Yeah, pretty much. I love how much emotion your current model has. I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but you can like shrink your head into your chest, so it's like it even just enunciates. Not like that. It even just like further, you know.
I love that. Yeah, no, that's so good. Just real gremlin shit.
I let it go.
I
because
100%
I
confirmed
accidentally
myself.
worded my
As
question
soon
wrong.
as I had said
I
you,
wanted
your
to
first
be,
reaction
like,
was what?
Between.
Yeah.
I was so confused because
I had
that's
my
just like, wait, why me? What?
I had my suspicions of minions,
yeah.
but I was looking for the demon. I was like, Gob's not our
trying to
target.
split in half.
Gob's
by
not.
word-
Gob could be a minion, but Gob's no demon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When
I
get
see,
curious
yeah.
about
That's
someone,
that's
I
kind
choose
of like
to see
one
the
of your
response.
questions.
And
so,
Gob, you have a typical
yeah.
response for
I
either
understand
minion
now. Okay.
or good,
Yeah,
and
I
you went
wanted
with
to
your
either
minion
be-
response.
Oh, you got tells. Oh, you got tells.
If the demon's there.
I gotta go talk to everybody else.
I'm really bad at
Because it was a bluff, wasn't it?
It was, yes. Fortune
Yeah,
teller.
because you also claimed both that and fortune teller to me on day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am.
Horizon Keeper, and it's like, eh.
I am sorry the game ended so early in the night, but I am so glad you guys joined us and played.
Oh yeah.
That's how
See, here's the thing. See, here's the thing.
But there's no way you wanted the mayor win. You literally told town, let's leave the vote on Mag, and then we'll vote on someone else later. And town was like, okay, we'll remove our votes. Clearly, you didn't want the mayor win.
There was the possibility.
Executed.
There was
Caesar.
there was the possibility that I was drunk and it was Medion though, so that's.
But why would the demon be double claiming you?
We have the group of people I like playing with.
Because no one had
I mean, that
stated
would
it,
just be funny.
the Slayer as out. It was a thing they figured was a safe thing to claim at that point. If nothing more to cover things, and they could have backed into, I don't know, an outsider or something later.
I think the clockmaker info and the artist info
neither have I.
together, and the empath. I mean, the empath.
Yeah.
The poisoner hit the empath, but the poisoner can't hit all of those.
I feel a little bad that there was so much evidence against you guys. Like it just fell into place a little too nicely.
So I'm curious for the Resonite folks here, Mag, Furrow, Caesar.
By the way, everyone, this game was awesome. Those of you in Pseudo's group, friends, if you want to do more of this, ask Arito or someone if you can join us in the server. I'm running Bad Moon Rising tomorrow. Arito's running Trouble Brewing tomorrow. I'm sure we can get you involved if you want to play more Clocktower and Resonite, and we can even stream it. I'll be streaming it. You should join me. It'll be fucking awesome.
Yeah, we'll get an invite posted in the chat for sure.
It's always awesome if in all the games we can get Clef dying day one.
I like that plan. I like that plan.
Yeah, I would just like to thank everyone for joining. You all are always a treat to play with. Thank you for Ari and Kaigen for running this. You two are the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you all for being here.
Sorry, what were you asking?
Can't have a game without y'all.
Resonite?
Thank you for storytelling.
I was just curious. How did you guys feel about playing with this group? Was it tougher than it normally is?
Better
when you
walk
guys
away.
Play? Is it more interesting? Like, was the meta flipped on its head for you guys?
Please.
As far as the majority of the players, I would say either picked up on things pretty quickly, and it seems like have had some introduction to the meta at least a little bit. They were willing to do twos, threes.
People here have played like 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like, was it a lot different than when you normally play? Is it different than like our normal group?
Yes, it was different.
It's different than the normal group.
Different
I
in a
will say
fun
that
way.
because that's a different set of
This is
people
good
they've got.
information for Pseudo.
Yeah,
different in a bad way.
I don't.
No,
to be honest, I don't have to be here either. You can get that feedback in private to Ari. I don't want it to be standing here and.
No, I'm not asking for bad information. I'm just curious how folks
I think
liked
what was
it.
funny about this one.
I would like to report Pseudo being smelly.
Wow, unbelievable.
Short question from Juarez, because we had basically everyone here aside from 4 players. It was really easy to deduce anything else from the smart meta question.
No,
if that question did not come up, I would be fucking lost.
Yeah.
No, I was
I still stand by my statement about Claire from earlier.
Yeah, I was still gonna divide it in half, but I accidentally
deeper rabbit holes than we do.
disincluded you, Clef.
It was just a red.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Unbelievable, Ari. Get out of my chat.
You said when we executed Sheen.
Also, Earnshire dropped some metagaming on me earlier. I gotta read
You
that.
were saying that because you were the Undertaker.
An evil player could try to spend time 2 nights pushing onto a player they expect not to die, fool or DA, because it eats oxygen, it burns up time and attention. This is true.
Funny, I have so many of these eggs that, like, I can just redeem this shit all day long.
I'm putting a cooldown on just you.
No! Chat, do you have my back here? I should have no cooldown on this.
Someone cool this man down. All right,
Let's do a vote. Come on, chat.
Let's do a vote.
Oh, brother, this guy
Oh my God,
stinks!
Bunny,
Chat
no!
has my
You're not
back.
supposed to join in
Yes.
on this.
Yes!
What are you doing, Ari?
I'm
Constantly,
redeeming
yes.
This guy stinks in their Twitch chat.
Oh my gosh. Is there sneak lines involved?
What's that?
Yes.
Is there sneak lines involved?
This guy stinks!
No, but there should be.
Oh,
There absolutely should be. I know. I haven't done any of that like advanced like redeem stuff where like there's a bunch of different stuff going on and like a sound plays and then my model does something and then that. It's like keeping it simple right now because I'm lazy. But I can't believe Ollie got in on this too. Ollie, come on! I thought for sure you'd have my back as a fellow fox.
Ari, where's Ari? Where's Ari?
What happened?
Hi. Whose decision was it between you and Kagan to give the Moonchild to the Moon Bear?
Listen, doesn't it just make sense? Come on.
Yeah.
The gods of Ari and Delta, I'll be
I
honest.
have to know.
Usually
Very capable Moon Bear.
Yeah. I saw Moonchild and I'm like, of course,
I even told Ari, I'm like, this is another recluse just for you.
You keep saying I'm boopable, so no, Ollie! I'm sorry, but foxes are boopable. I can't argue that. As a fellow fox, we both know it's a fact.
I was hosting pseudo stream with someone else to do it. Just
Awesome.
crashing again.
You're crashing it. No, you're fine. You're here.
No, I'm fine.
You're here.
Yeah. I was like, I cannot miss this. So I like panic put your stream on my stream.
Oh no. Yeah, we gotta figure out your crashes.
Thank you for inviting me. I look forward to playing with you all again.
Thank you, Cesar.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining, Cesar. You're the best.
If I recall correctly, your world was probably the right one, but I don't even remember what world the world. Yo, no, Erdenshire. We had it basically 100% correct.
This bit last night. You stuck around for that,
They
right?
did.
And then they'll disappear.
They did.
Into the ether they go, into the quantum.
All right, Kagan, what's your plan after this? Are you still streaming?
All new from Trouble Bro.
No, I'm gonna head off shortly.
It has all new roles.
All right.
And
Just wanted to
Thank you for storytelling.
Jiro, are you staying live?
I still have 8 cans of beer to finish.
Oh my god! 8? You don't have to do it in one night.
You don't have to do it tonight.
Well,
you need to lie about what you
I have
want,
some
or
scheduled
there
for
will be
tomorrow night too.
Oh my god.
Tomorrow.
Then I would just start spouting nonsense.
No. I have a separate stack for tomorrow. Is what I'm saying.
Oh my god, you have a separate stack for tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
You start shouting.
We're fundraising.
There's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah. So,
Blair, it was like me yesterday when I'm still claiming to be damsel, even though I was the Fangu.
and then I get to talk to you
Even
and
though that
to,
was technically half
Miss
truth.
Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
There's
was
S&V,
holy
one
shit,
of the minions
all
on
the
S&V
players
is the
are
evil
on my
twin.
side.
The effect of the evil twin is The evil twin is paired up with a good player who is the good twin, and the evil twin knows.
Yeah, this was a good script. This was a very good script for the group.
So they both claim
Yeah,
the same.
it's fun because like the roles are really simple, but spicy situations still happen. That's what is so good about this script.
Yeah, I think the good team got handed a lot of like really good information.
Yeah.
So I'm very interested to see this skit run a couple more times
If you and someone else
and see how else it could play out.
the same role,
Every time I've ever played this, like it's wildly different.
you just gotta
Like,
try
it's a beautifully designed script.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I think everybody did. I didn't get any impression that anybody didn't.
Yeah, honestly, we could probably just play this a whole bunch of times before it got old.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I definitely think this is on the table for like our next game for sure.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorites.
There's a reason it's the most popular script on the Ravenswood.app website.
But no, I may join tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
At least it's the most popular one I've got access to.
Confirmation on
Well, I played this
I think
game.
if you type,
I think really feel to go that approach.
Tomorrow,
Evil team.
we have 2 games scheduled. I'm not, right now, the Trouble Brewing game doesn't have anybody in it, but
I need to find a raid target because I'm still going and my computer is fucking
pretty
crying.
typical for most.
oh yeah, my stream is also still going. I should.
So is mine.
I should end
Jiro!
Most oftentimes you don't have information.
Let's end stream together. Everybody,
Hold on, Jiro, are you still streaming?
Don't have strong. Are you still?
Everybody who's still streaming, meet up at the front of the town so we can all end together.
Everybody ends together. Let's go.
Meet up at the
Where's the
gate.
front of the town?
Where's the front?
that way, yes.
I'm guessing over there.
I've never been to the front of the town.
Wait,
Oh shit, am I crashing?
Yeah.
This is
no crash.
Who crashed?
Oh no. Oh, Resonite.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I will say, yeah.
Mine's like I'm like.
Everybody is slowly working their way over here. Jiro, get over here.
Cairo. Oh, I see Cairo. Now
Jiro.
you're here.
Jiro.
Yes.
It all comes down to you. Are you continuing to stream or not?
I can entertain all of your community. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I haven't even bought the game.
Make a decision or raid with us.
Okay. I will be. I'm gonna raid with all of you.
Okay, we need a raid target. We're all ending. Why is it dark over here all of a sudden?
Is there
Someone put out.
Because it's the end, Pseudo. It's the end.
Yeah, but it's a stream, and now I can't see anything but your glowing body. What?
Oh my god.
Send us live doing VR chat. Just doing a Friday chill night.
Let's raid Hard Claim. They're playing more Clocktower.
There, it's Hard Claim.
I think we're gonna raid Hard Claim doing more Clocktower.
Hard Claim, all one word.
Link. What
is
the raid?
Yeah, 14 people in right now. Ready, everybody, go!
HARDCLAIM, is that right? That is right.
HARDCLAIM. Hard Claim.
All right.
One word.
Hard claim.
I
Alright, folks.
Goblin! What the fuck?
You got this!
I'll be back tomorrow. Archipelago, then more blood on the clock.
All right, everybody's doing their outros. I will do mine. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed watching More Blood on the Clocktower. This was a ton of fun to play. I can't believe we actually got the win. This is huge. We've got one more stream yet this week. It's in the Discord. If you want to see when it's going to start, it's going to be peak tomorrow with Cinder Shadow, Mr. Flair, who is here tonight, and Jackson, who is, we're all part of the Little Critters team, and we're going to be playing Peak for the first time. That's going to be a ton of fun. And then I am disappearing for 2 weeks. I am going to Anthrocon. If you guys are at Anthrocon, you should let me know, and we can meet up. But until then, until I'm back, or until I see you there, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, and that is it. It is time to raid. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!